Right, everyone, WeaponCollector here. I noticed there's already a couple on already having a chat, a couple of people on the live stream, but yeah. Right, I'll come over in a minute and I'll see the chat in a second. I'll just do my little business bit first. So if you're new here and you like weapons, don't forget to subscribe. You'll like it. I do all manner of videos relating to weapons, self-defense stuff, how to make stuff, yeah. Anything sort of weapon related, I do videos on it. Also, if you're a long time watcher, you can support the channel now. There's a Patreon account with all private videos that you can watch. You get access to your own, you can get private requests where you can ask me to do things and you'll get it done a lot quicker than anyone else and sort of high priority. And it's all from $1 up to $10. Up to $10, you get all of the other stuff. And I'll even write you a letter and send you it once a month. You also get your name on there. That's all my Patreon supporters. And one other thing is there's GearBest links, Amazon.co.uk links, and Amazon.com links. So English and Americans can shop at those websites as long as you use my links that are included below in the description. Use those links, buy whatever you want. Literally doesn't matter. You can buy anything you want, and I'll get a percentage of what you spend. So if you spend a couple of dollars, I'll get probably about half of it. And if you spend about $100, I might make $10 off of it. So yeah, all right. All depends, you know, it's 7 to 10%, but lower things you tend to get more. But otherwise, you'd be getting 1 cent. So yeah, all right. So yeah, I'll come over to the comments now. But yeah, as I was saying, I noticed some people was already on. I'll let you know when I can see because I currently actually can't. I'm still on, aren't I? Yeah, hang on. I'll let you know when I can see the comments. I thought I'd accidentally stop the stream then. Right. I shall let you know. Yeah, as I say, I noticed there's quite a few in already having a chat. Right, so live chat's on. I'll scroll up a bit because you've not been having a chat by yourselves by the looks of it. Right. Dead Not Z, you're right, mate. PJ Rat Trapping, Iron Man Spartan, Firewolf, Peach, Logan, you're right. I'll be down in a minute. I've got to go up and scroll up and read some comments first. Iron Man Spartan said, all right, Mike, what would you rather eat? Baked beans and rice forever or chili con carne? Chili con carne, definitely. Yeah, chili con carne, I reckon, out of them two. Said not to you, right, mate? He said beans for me. You'll still fart a lot, but at least the fart won't be burning coming out. Iron Man Spartan said I would have the chili, more protein, but would have the ring of fire. Yeah. Iron Man said, get the likes in, lads. Yeah, nice one. Yeah, get the likes in. Right. Firewolf said, hi, WeaponCollector, you good? Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Just been doing most of what I've done today, just cleaning up. Don't know if the guns look any sparklier or shinier, do they? They've all had a good wipe down. But I don't know if you know this, how many of you that would have guns on display. But some of them, they start getting like a white film on them, and it's not just dust. It's quite weird. The revolver up there gets it. The 1911 gets it. The other revolver over there gets it, and so does the other one. They get this like white film on, and the metal starts to look grey almost. All right. Dumble Boo, right, mate? He said, yeah. Pete said, everyone liking. Dumble Boo said, what old me old Macca? Simon said, just got a notification. You're right, mate. Yeah, not bad. Just got to catch up with these things. Right, Bristol. Hi up, Spike. You're right, mate. Jeans and Jump said, good evening, mate. Just a warning, I'm 4 pints in already. Jeans and Jump said, chili con carne for me. Has beans and meat. Yeah, exactly. Pete said she gets it. I don't know what you mean there. The white dust all over her. The white film on her that you're on about. Weapon stuff, you're right, mate. I was going to ask you about your job. Yeah, for the first day of job, I was very busy, but I'm thinking I'm going to like this job. Ah, that's good. That's good. I've got a question for everyone in the chat. I don't know whether to ask now or leave it a little bit. Let me see. Got quite a few in. Raven, all right, mate. Sorry I missed your thing. I just looked up and I saw you there. I don't know whether to wait or not. More people in would be better. Well, I'll ask you lot now, right? Because some people tell me this what I want to ask you, and then I forget, so I need to write it down. Do any of you lot want me to call you by your actual name, or just just a name? Doesn't have to be your whole name, obviously, but like I call Weapons of Liam. Do any of you lot want to be called by your name? And if you do, can you tell me what it is, and I'll write it down. The problem is people have told me before, but some of them I forget because there's so many people you're talking to. Yeah, if anyone does, I'll ask it again later. Yeah, some of them I don't know the name. That's the problem. So I never know the name to say it. But some people have asked me, and then I've forgotten straight away what it was, what their bloody name was. So Firewall said weapons stuff. That's good. Rumble Sale Booted, nice one. They're not. He said white stuff on them. Are they aluminium? No. That's steel. And the others are free replicas. I don't know what they are, but that revolver is like proper steel. Yeah, it's bizarre. Unless it's the oil from before going funny, but it don't matter. It just wipes straight off. Unless it is dust and it just collects on those differently. Don't know. Weapons stuff said cheers. Yeah, doesn't bother me in the slightest either way. Iron Man Spartan said if you was bugging out, would you use a roll mat or an airbed? Probably a roll mat, I think. To be honest with you, that's one of the things I haven't got in my bug out bag. One of those, either one of those. I don't know how much I'd suffer. Firewall said, yeah, I mean, you could call me Lewis, but might get mixed up with Liam. Right, I'll write them down, and because I have had people call me call me Bill, and problem is not long after someone else has said call me Bill, and then I can't remember which one is. So yeah. Right, so Firewolf, this may not be a good idea. I probably won't bother. Firewolf Lewis. Let's see if you want me to call you it. Some people have said, oh, call me by my name. Some people have actually said that. You don't need if you don't want me to actually call you it, then you'd rather me just call you by your YouTube name, then don't bother. That's what I mean. Some people have actually specifically said to me, oh, call me blah blah, and then I can't remember what it is, and I felt a bit rude. I'm a Spanish Leonidas, yeah, I shouldn't know. Rap for it, no channel name is fine. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like most people will probably prefer their channel name anyway. But yeah, it's just some people have said to me, call me whatever, and then I've forgotten. But I'm perfectly fine calling you all by your YouTube names. Right, so where was it? Jumble Cell said mine's Archibald Bumble Drop. Stick with Jumble Cell Boo. Gene Jumper doesn't bother me, but Joe is a lot quicker than Gene Jumper for you. Right. Whether I'll use these names that much anyway, probably might not. They're not easy. I'm not bothered either way, to be honest. But if you want, you can call me Bob. CJ Rat Trapping is Chris. Peachinator is Callum or Peach. Firewall said I have no content and don't give out many details of my life. That's all right. Yeah, all I really meant was, like, honestly, none of you have to bother telling me your name. It really doesn't matter. But it's just there was a couple of people who had before. They'd said, oh, Don't keep calling me by big long YouTube name. Call me, you know, whatever. And I forgot straight away because we was in a chat. So I thought it'd be a good opportunity for me to write it down this time. Bristol said, yeah, call me supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Call me Bristol for short. I'm about to cookery or tomahawk. Right now, having all of the stuff I own, I'd say tomahawk. Only because I've got a cookery, but not a very good one. Number it's a serious though, call me. Yeah, how would I say you're? Yeah. So Reach. Is it Reach? Is that how you'd say it? Reeds. I've struggled to say that, but Reach is right, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, you've said before, Double Sabu, yeah. Reeks, that's it. Fatigues, Reeks, yeah. But at least now I can at least say, you know, oh, for fuck's sake, Reeds. When you say your bloody jokes. Fatigues, Reeks. I'm gonna have to write it down underneath. The only reason I struggle to say that, I've never spoke to anyone with that name before. So yeah, I'm glad you did do the pronunciation underneath. Firewolf said I'm still shit at typing on my phone keyboard. Yeah, it's a tiny little thing as well, isn't it? Brett Fritz said saying our channel name is good for the channel. Yeah, well it is. Yeah, if you've got content and I would see me. Sometimes it's better for me for someone to say Weapon Collector because people know it as that. Peter has called me daddy. Fuck it off. Richard Smith's retracted his message. I never read it, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, because funny, I'd mentioned that on one of Liam's or mine that I've just done it there. One of Liam's. You all know who I mean by Liam, but someone watching it back wouldn't actually have a clue who Liam is. As someone did ask once, didn't they? Who is Liam? Weapons and stuff. But it's an easy habit to get into, and it doesn't matter. But yeah. But some of you have said to me, "Oh, as I mentioned about 100 times, call me by my name," and I've forgotten it. Or you can call me this, Mike, and then I must admit, Jumble Sour Booze I knew, but I didn't know how to say it properly. Right. Firewolf said I'm a tomahawk. I chop down medium-sized trees with it because I'm poor. And Reeks said, that's it, mate. Jumble Sour Booze said, no, God. Deans and Jump said, have you tried your grappling hook? Does you have one hook though? Well, I'll be honest with you, Deans and Jumper, Joe. I set that up just for the video, really. I wouldn't ever use a one grappling hook one. Especially not that one. The hook wasn't big enough. But I needed something to have a visual demonstration rather than keep saying this is where I'd have a grappling hook. But I'm going to get one because I want a proper one. Peters, I've already read out. Richard Smith said, hi, Mike. Just waiting for my welding helmet. Didn't come today. Hopefully it will arrive on Monday. Yeah, I was thinking I might get some packages today, but I didn't. I'm asked about said, have you seen the long version of Dawn of the Dead? Much more about. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have. I think I've got that one. That may be the one I've got on DVD. I'm quite a fan of Dawn of the Dead, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I have. It's good, isn't it? It's got the footage of the children being shot in it that I think is normally cut out. Stuff like that in it. Yeah. Weapons, I've said, sometimes people say on my streams as well, who's Mike? Yeah. Yeah, it's an easy habit to get into, and it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I do sometimes think, every time I say Liam, a lot of people won't know who he is. Yeah, but you know, like I said, it doesn't really matter. Jumbo Sabu said, I always thought the removable grappling hooks on the buck knife was a bloody stupid idea. The last thing you want is a knife to fall on your head if you don't grab it. Yeah, exactly. I've always thought that. And they're too small as well, really, aren't they? I wouldn't really want to try and pull myself up on something with some. They're only about that long, aren't they? Once I said Tomahawk would have more uses, in my opinion, especially the one with the reverse spike. Yeah. All I was thinking is, what kind of stuff do I want? What have I got? I ain't got a Tomahawk, and I do want a Tomahawk, so Tomahawk. Well, that was my thinking on it, if anyone wondered. Firewolf said, what's some stuff? Well, then, oh, geez. That's what you've written. Dumbasabu said, Buckmaster knife. I mean, I knew which one you meant. It don't matter. Tom said, my name is Max, and my middle name is Andrew. So, Max or Andy is fine. Confusing eye. Can I stick with Simon? Simon. So now, what is it? Simon or Max or Andrew? You tell me. Pete said the Cold Steel Spike Hawk is the one you want. Might have a look. Oh yeah, that is nice actually. Yeah, yeah, I can agree with you there, Alan. That is nice actually. I've not actually ever seen that one, you know. My man's said, yeah, that's the one. Firewolf's weapons on my Tomahawk has a nail, prior, puller, hammer, and axe blade. Then he said to weapons off, I'd go for one with a hammer personally, but the spike is good as well. Yeah, I don't know if yeah. Was you after or gonna make or get a some kind of warhammer as well, Liam? I couldn't remember if you wanted to do that or yeah. See, a good tomahawk and is quite that tomahawk I just looked at is very close to a warhammer. It's just got an axe and a hammer in it. So. I must about said, have you seen all the all plastic stealth combat knives? I used to have some stuff like that, but I've got rid of it now because they're probably going to be illegal soon. Yeah, sadly, Iron Man. Yeah, I had one of them old CIA knives, whatever it's called. They was called CIA letter openers. And then I had a sort of, I don't know what the material is, but that very hard grivery kind of stuff. Tanto. Yeah, they're all gone now. Wemtoff said original Deus Ex had infanticide in it and nobody cared back then. Yeah, good point. Simon said, Simon, Rom's Omcom is Simon Pegg. 6 tier said, those guns real? Hang on, let me just check. Yeah, they're real. Jumbo Salbo said, I hope we ain't got a member with split personality disorder, as that will be confusing. I know, it's a nightmare. I wish I hadn't mentioned people's names now. Because I'm probably not going to use them now, but at least if someone does, if someone ever says, oh, call me by my name, I'll know. Gutted, I beat the troll tilt already. He was trying. He was going to try and troll me, and I trolled him. Or maybe that was a response to what I just did. Right, where am I? I read that one, yeah. Wimsoff said, would love both a pole axe and a warhammer. Now, I'm still going to make one day, so getting around to doing it. Pete said you can always use a log and the side of a eye as a hammer. Always use a log. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah. Hold it on and yeah. Yeah. Then not Z said, Firewolf, I've got one like that as well. Keep his chips up sturdy. Pete said it's just a green screen, mate. Miss Smith said, what's the difference between a halberd and a poleaxe? Is it just the size? Yeah, I don't know. Liam might know. I'm about to say palm, strike, karate, chop, elbow, or punch in a self-defense situation. Right, out of all of them, yeah, it'd have to be a punch because I've never done any of the others really. Jeans and Jumper said, will we be doing shit hit van items? Another thing I thought of is dogs. They do a massive job guarding, especially at night. Where I live, I am without dogs. Yeah, we do that. I've got it written down there, mate. I just hadn't asked yet. Shit hit fan bartering. Right. So the other question I was going to ask you then, everyone, is what do you think are the best things for shit hit fan bartering? And then we'll make a list and I'll do a video of it. Once I said mostly size, Richard, but poleaxe are generally shorter. Like a poleaxe have a hammerhead on one side rather than an axe. More confusing given the name. If that's interesting, I might have to add it to my build list. It's an elbow. Higher chance to cut the eyebrow open, blood in the eyes, with help behind the attacker. Right. Then it's the. Right, I'm just going to open up the pop-out chat because it's a lot longer. I don't have to keep scrolling then. Just hang on just for a second. It's better. I get like 5 times many more fucking things on here. Now everyone's going quickly. So if I don't read your things out, it's because I'm you know what they need? They need a thing where you can pause the chat, so you can pause it and no one can type while you've got it paused. Right, so if you see someone else write something, don't add it. Right, it's going mad now. Right, dogs. And then I'll sort out what I think's good or bad myself afterwards. So Liam said mostly size written, but poleaxes are generally shorter. I read that, didn't I? Right, then not Z said I'm a Spartan, use whichever is convenient at the time. Yeah, that's sort of what my thinking was. I've never done the others. It'd always be more convenient for a punch for me because it's just what I've done before. I wouldn't want to start trying to do things I hadn't done. Right, tampons. It'd be great if you could get a wallpaper company to make a few rolls out of your display for Beat My Action wallpaper. I like that. That's a good idea. I could print out some posters or something. You ever seen my Christmas cards I sent out? It was me stood in front of that. I sent out to my I'll find one later, so I've got one left. I'll show you it later. I think it's in that drawer there, so I may be able to find it quite quickly. Right, the comment going a bit out of control, so where am I? Right, weapons stuff. I think pole axes are 4 to 5 foot long, pole arms are 7 to 8. Right, alcohol, drugs, tobacco, petrol. Simon said spices, sugar, salt. Yeah. Right, Gene Jump said freeze dried items. Right, yeast. Right, where am I? So pole axes were generally for knights to kill each other with, halberds were for infantry formations. Right, spam. Seeds. Should have done this on a normal video. Tell you what, don't write no more. don't do anymore. I'll tell you what, I might have to do a video for it. It's a bit too much, I think. Or what I'll do, actually, I won't write them down now. It's too much to bother. Dado, we're speaking English if it helps. I will let me think what the fuck I'm trying to say. What I'll do, I'll just come back to the stream tomorrow and read this off and write it down. I won't write it down now, it's too much bother. I'm trying to, you know. Yeah. You can keep putting your ideas, but yeah, won't write them down at the minute. Where was he? Seeds. James Allen said, what are the laws on extendable batteries in the UK? As of now, you can own them. You can't buy them. Pretty much you can own them. That's it. You can't buy them, sell them, import, export them, James. And probably sometime this year or the beginning of next year, they're going to be made illegal to own in your home. Yeah, so I'd watch out. That's what they're proposing, and it's already halfway through going to that stage. Simon said, meds, painkillers, antibiotics and shit. I'm supposed to plasters, band-aids. Done it myself, said, you're right, mate. He said, evening. Shit, fan bartering wise, I always thought my brew might come in handy. Yeah, definitely booze. Bristol said, personal is Roy just for a ref, by the way. Did you listen to... Oh, no, I completely forgot about that. Where did I write that down? Oh, no, yeah. Weird thing is, I messed up there. It says videos, and then what I should have done is put that under a thing saying to do. So no, I completely forgot about that, man. But it's written down. Funny thing is, I didn't check that list. Yeah, it's not all just videos. I assumed because it said the videos at the top, it was videos to make. Oh, Bristol, what are you saying, Bristol? Your name's Roy. He said toilet roll, salt, cheap knives, backy paper, painkillers, ambasol. Tooth problem that is. Cannabis, poppy seeds are legal now or would make barter items on all edible. Someone said things for morale, booze, dope, tobacco. Honey because you can eat it and use it to wash with. Arrows, bullets, nail clippers. Did you have a great live stream yesterday? We'll get back onto the chat now if you want. Let's have a chat now. That's enough. Well, unless you can think of any other things, but yeah. I'll have a look tomorrow. It'll be easier because I can do it on these live streams. It's easy on here. When I do my live streams on Twitch, it's a pain in the ass trying to read the stuff back. But on here, it's easy. Yeah, that's a good start. Yeah, batteries. What was I thinking? Skills would be a good thing. Knowing how to do certain things that other people don't know how to do would be a very useful thing, wouldn't it? Having certain skills, especially knowing things because obviously knowing how to make stuff and do stuff about electricity would be a good thing, because you ain't going to be able to drill stuff or cut things with angle grinders or stuff like that. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what then, yeah. Next, I may have to, I don't know if I'll do it on the Friday night ones, but if you want, I can do one in the week for this, and we'll just have it. I'll actually name it that, because the Friday and Saturday night ones seem to be better if they're a sort of just a general chat because of the time of evening. Maybe sometime in the week. What time would you reckon would be best? If I did a shit hit the fan topic stream on a weekday. My man Spartan said, what was the last movie you saw at the cinema? Mine was 40 Days, 40 Nights. It was either Mother Or is there a film called American Assassin that's been out recently? And that was last September. I don't know if it's called American Assassin. Peter said batteries. He said, "Picture, you got a topic." Said, "Can you do a stream dedicated to this?" Yeah, I think it'd be better if we did a dedicated stream where we just talk about this, really. But yeah, today we won't bother. But I don't mind still talking about it. Well, as I said, yeah, that was one of the interesting subjects in Survivors and Day of the Triffers. You need people to make things by hand without electricity. How many people have those skills? It's true, though, isn't it, Liam? You know, how many people know how to do... There's a lot of things that they wouldn't know how to do, aren't there? Without electricity. Once I said, yeah, when technology breaks, there'll be nothing to replace it. Exactly. Unless people kept some of the old Victorian stuff when it was... So I'll tell you, some of the best tools you could ever have, shit hit the fan, would be old Victorian tools that was just before the Industrial Revolution. Because they was all based around steam power, stuff like that, and anything that could turn something. So you could rig it up so, I suppose, a horse going around something would turn the thing. Yeah, pedal-powered grinder. Exactly, stuff like that. He said, I found out something a bit strange this morning. A mate asked me to do a playlist for him on crossbows. The only UK ones I could find had people who know... The only UK ones I could find that had people who know what they were talking about were you, Wednesday 93 Tumbo and Jack Stryker. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Yeah. Funny, isn't it? You'd think there'd be more people, wouldn't you? Richard said, I have forged, welded before. That'd be a good skill. No electricity quite. Yes, very good. That's a very good one, Rich. Yeah. Dimple Taboo said, Lofty Wiseman SS12 handbook. Yeah, again, very good. Webster said mine was Dunkirk last July. You know, I can't remember which one it was, but we watched. It was last time my American mate was over, and we watched Mother, It, American Assassin, possibly something else, but I can't remember now. That's what we'd do in the evenings. We'd go out all day, and he was quite he don't like sitting around doing nothing. So we'd be constantly doing something. So we'd go out all day, and we'd come home, have dinner, and then go to cinema. Watch something late, and then by the time that finished, it was like 11 o'clock, and he could go down to his B&B then. We nearly watched Dunkirk, though, but yeah, but it wasn't on at the time. Firewall said, I like the video choosing a respirator for DIY ones I've uploaded today at 5 o'clock. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch that one. Hi, man, Spartan said, Mike, you can build a pedal-powered grinder. Yeah, exactly. Dennis, he says, I told him to watch Evelot's videos. Yeah, cheers. Yeah. Well, as you said, there must not be a lot of sort of English people around doing it then, UK ones. Yeah. Let me just, where was your comment? All right. Yeah. Who remembers Tactical Bushcraft, was it? He's been putting a couple of videos on lately, but not as Tactical Bushcraft. He's got a different channel. I would have to look it up and let you know. But if anyone knows who Tactical Bushcraft was, in a minute, I'll put a link to his new channel. I think it's just under his name now. Oh, where am I? Czech nationalist, right, mate? Bobby Wolf's on even. He said evening, all evening, boss. You right, mate? Tom said if shit hit the fan, we need to open up trade routes. Pete said how to make black powder, but let's not go into that. Like myself, I lived off grid for a couple of years and got all my heat from free wood without problems. But if we all had to do it, we'd run out of fuel in no time. Burn each other. There's a bloke down there slagging off Americans. There's no Americans even in this stream, mate, I doubt. There might be one. Freak show. Right, hang on. Right, so I need to go to right. This is Tactical Bushcraft channel now. I don't know if he's going to start putting these old kind of stuff on. He lost his old channel. Well, he still got it. It's still there, but he couldn't remember his password, so he can never get back into it. I'm missing a bit here. Jumbo Serbo said Viagra would be good. Might not make you James Bond, but it would make you Roger Moore. I've always liked Roger Moore's name, so I always say you got like Pussy Galore and that, and then Roger Moore's name is a Bond name, isn't it? It's a Bond sex pun, isn't it? I will said Evening Boss sounds like a strip club evening boss, yeah. Pete said how to properly sharpen a tool, knife would be useful. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Pete, I bet there'd be a load of people who wouldn't really know anything. EJ Rap Trap and said evening all. I must have said I want to build a permanent campsite, wicker frame and clay, mud hut compound. Yeah, that'd be brilliant to do. I'd like to do something like that. But round here it's just not like close to me. There's nowhere close to do it. Like where you don't see anyone. Oh, where am I? James Allen said, first time watching your stream, must dash, but cheers, I'll be back. Cheers for watching, mate. He said there are one or two who have shown crossbow vids, but they're just show-offs who don't know a lot and can't, but can afford very expensive crossbows. Chicken said, Collector, you're even more handsome. Oh, cheers. That must be because I've had a shave. Charlie said, good kits. Cheers for joining in, mate, by the way. Pete said, to be honest, sex would be used all the time as payment. Yeah, it probably would. It probably would. One says, anyone made spot welder out of microwave ovens? Are they any good? No, I've not. I wouldn't risk something like that. Gene Jump said, 5 pints. What's your favourite knuckle duster? Probably the one in my picture, or the old solid brass, really thick brass one. You remember that one? Richard Smith said, if you had running river, you could hook up a water wheel and turn it into dynamo for electricity. Yeah, I've always thought of that. That would be a good thing to do, wouldn't it? Rumstuff said, I have a strange desire to rewatch The Man with the Golden Gun now. They used to put them on Sundays, didn't they? I used to love Sundays when I had a hangover. I'd get up on a Sunday, hungover, and I'd whack James Bond on, because there wasn't many things I could watch when I was hungover, because I just everything would annoy me apart from Roger Moore, James Bonds, and yeah, they was always on Sundays though. So yeah, I could sit for a Roger Moore, James Bond. I love them. Simon said we would need to keep our heads in the panic. I remember when we had a fuel shortage and everywhere was dry, people panicked and the food was at risk. Yeah, well, that's the thing. A lot of people do panic and do stupid things, and most of the sort of people who ain't got a clue do that kind of shit. But anyone who's got a bit of a clue would have made sure they had petrol and all that, and food and water. Bobby said the bouncers put Viagra under their eyelids in Newcastle to make them look hard. Fuck's sake. I didn't expect that one. Double Tail said, that weapon stuff I like. Spy Love Me Too. Moonraker is also brilliant. Pete said, best stick with a tarp or a tent in the UK. Not much privacy in the woods. People would probably vandalise it. Yeah, you're right there. You're right. Unless you can get some really remote places, which there ain't going to be many, is there? But there must be some. But yeah, where I am, there's no point bothering. Richard Smith said, I built a welder from a microwave transformer. But the primary windings burnt out straight away. You're best off buying an arc welder for 70 quid. Tumbo's on, you right, Tumbo? Good to see you on, mate. I just posted above, if you look up a bit, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 comments up. There's a comment from me with a link. That is Tactical Bushcraft's new channel, if you've not seen it. He's he puts stuff on now under his under a different account. He lost access to his old one. Yeah, if you scroll up a bit, Tumbo, and you'll see it. Well, I'll put it back in, actually. I'll put it in now. I've still got it copied. Better check that's it before I put it in. The weird thing is he's got 4 subscribers, put 2 videos on today. One of them's got 64 viewers, 64 views. And considering he's got 4 subscribers, that's actually really good. I'm as smart until I want to make a bicycle powered raft. That'd be fun. No, I wouldn't do that because I can't swim. But Weapons I've said, Spy Who Loved Me is brilliant, but he's basically a soft remake of You Only Live Twice. Fun trivia. The ship lair was lit by Stanley Kubrick when the film crew couldn't manage it. Oh, nice. Mean Machine said the boxer pattern. That was nice. Yeah, I've always liked that. Them I just squeezed mine. Never needed a welder. Sort of zit. Neo stuff, right, mate? They're not needed. I remember there used to be a computer game which had Frog as a spy. I think it's called James Pond. Yeah, I've played James Pond, yeah. Yeah, I remember that bloody game. Gimbals Elbows, I love that movie due to the use of the Lotus Esprit. Firewolf said, UK's infested with cramped urban areas. Yeah, it is, mate. Oh, that's good, Tumbo. Yeah, I'm one of the 4 as well. So that's me, you, and 2 other people then. Yeah, I thought I'd tell you, because if Jack was on, I'd tell him, because Jack often mentions him, Jack Striker. Yeah. I haven't watched his videos yet. I think I watched half of one of them, because I was doing something at the time. Right, where am I? Yeah, Tumbo said I found him, watched him earlier. Right, I'm one of the 4. Yeah, good to see him back. I was going to say to him recently when he comes, because he comes on here occasionally. Maybe he might be on tonight. I was going to say, was he going to start putting videos on? The Tactical Bushcraft, if anyone wondered, if you go to the Tactical Bushcraft channel, you'll see all these very good crossbow tests. One of the first people to do some proper good crossbow tests and that, and crossbow mods. And crossbow bolt tips, 7 came up and stuff like that. Yeah, so I don't know if he's going to start doing that stuff again, but yeah, but yeah, very good. His videos was very good. Number 2 boosted for your eyes only. Use the later Esprit for a few seconds just before it blew up with booby trap anti-theft device. Ninjum said, I loved James Pond as a kid. Yeah, that's the only time I've ever played James Pond as a kid on a Mega Drive, I think it was. And I can't remember which one it was. And then I think I bought one. You could get some old retro games on the PlayStation 3. Bought it for that, but it was the wrong one. And I just didn't like it. Or it was on one of them discs where you have a load of old Mega Drive games, that kind of stuff. It wasn't the one I played. Firewall said, I'm going to sub to him. He said 7 or 8 now, mate. 8, no. Glitch 5. Pete said, blue plastic barrel strapped under some pallets. Make a metal frame with old tyres on the ends as buffers. Bolt a boat engine into it and away you go. Yeah, my problem is I can't swim and I've got a perforated eardrum that if I get water in, I get ear infections. So when shit hits the fan, I ain't going near water. What was that? Something flying around in him. Seb, I'm going to call you Seb, I said, didn't I? Seb, go home. Said, yo, right, mate. Dean Jump said, was on my old Atari ST 2000 I played it. Yeah, I can't remember which one I played, but the one I played wasn't the one I got later on. And the one I got later on, it wasn't the same. The one I had, I'm pretty sure it was more like a role. You had to go and collect things, and I don't know. It's happened. Everyone's suddenly gone quiet. Going so bloody quick, I couldn't catch up at one point. How many people we got on that curiosity? 20 viewers. How many does it say on yours? What I see, is that the same as what you can see? It says 20 viewers to me. Don't forget to like the stream. And someone recommended me asking, let me know where you're all from. I'm betting 90% is UK. But yeah, do like the stream though, because if you like these streams and like watching them, liking it helps it get shared, and then we could probably get some more people on, not randomers, but YouTube had this weird shit. They don't fucking share my videos to my subscribers unless a certain amount of people sort of watch them. So the more people watch, the more people like us will be in the stream. The more you like it, the more people might get in. So yeah. Then as he said, for shit hit the fan use, one of those small old Steam launches would be pretty good. They're bloody expensive though. Suppose in shit hit the fan though, you might be able to get one for free if you got the right tools. Firewolf said, wait, you can remember my name is the question. Everyone should test you. Right, Firewolf is Lewis. No, that's 1 point to me. Pete said 19 right now. Jeans and Jumper said stuff. Neo stuff. There's always someone who gives a thumbs down. What was you going to write, Jeans and Jumper? States or no, I don't know. No, because he's written I'm in Ireland. Yeah. Now Seb's from Bulgaria. I remember back in the day when Walkers, I think it was, did a promotion where you could get an Octopus digital watch by sending in a number of quavers and monster money. No, I love things like that. They don't do them very much now, do they? Yeah, I used to do all of them things. I used to do gratis points and Coke points. I managed to get a fucking phone from it. Yeah, got lucky though, because I was like one of 20 people and I managed to fucking get it. Firewall said, make a poll of where you're from if you want to know. Well, I think the thing about asking where people are from, it's just it's a way to get people commenting and interacting. So probably don't need the poll. But I know what you mean though, Firewolf. And maybe next time. It's a bit too much to do at the minute. Virginia, I'm telling you, from Ireland. But I'll do that next time. Well, the only thing is I'll have to write loads of different ones, like UK. I'd have to do UK, Europe, America. Because I couldn't do too many. I couldn't pick out too many countries. Bob said, not trying to steal subs away from you, but Carlo 195 makes shelter and food camp, wild camp, and if interested. No, that's cool. You recommend channels, mate. Yeah. You lot can recommend your own channels if you want. I'm all up for that. Yeah, I don't mind things like that. Recommending channels and recommending your own. Right, where am I? Neo stuff said, who the hell give a thumbs down? It was you said UK, but 1960s England. Pete said he's got cheap papers. Pete's noticed my eyes go down, did you? Yeah, Pete is very observant then. Yeah, he saw my eyes dart down, and then tried to read my own writing. Neo stuff said 34 British live in Cyprus. Richard Smith said you can convert petrol cars to run on burning wood. Yeah, I've seen that. That's good, isn't it? Burning wood. I'll tell you what I saw that on that Victorian farm, I think it was, or Edwardian farm. Really clever, isn't it? And then you can run a diesel car on a bit of fucking oil with a bit of something flammable in it, isn't it? Remember I said I had some earlier boosts in my comments. I'm the one who thumbs down all your videos. Easy way to get blocked. Oh, I'll tell you what, Liam, my zombie video is doing good. That's got 1,000 views, over 100 comments, and over 100 likes now. So yeah, it's doing good. And 2 dislikes. Jeans and Jumper said, "Oh, that was me hitting my keyboard by accident." I thought you was going to say you was from the States. I'm just a fan of Russian car channel on YouTube that does a lot of weird car conversions. Yeah, all that stuff's really interesting, I think. I must Martin said, Mike, do you remember Push Pops? Yeah, I remember them, bloody thing. I never liked them though, because you get sort of crap on your hands, wouldn't you? Yeah, I remember them bloody things. Right, where am I? Done it myself, said, good day today. I shot 2 rats here in Bedfordshire. Really nice clean kills with open sights. Getting dark earlier now. Should get a few next few weeks. Does it help then when it gets a bit dark earlier? Firewolf said you blocked him. I said, yeah, that's weird. Clicked on like on your video at the start of the stream. Look again. My like had disappeared. Yeah. YouTube's conspiracy, isn't it? Who remembers penny sweets? Yeah, my dad goes to the cash and carry and gets some of them sometimes. Yeah, not say I remember when Esso did the World Cup coin collection in 1966. Collecting the lot was a real pain, so my parents said. Yeah, so my parents. Yeah, I used to nick my dad's gratis points, and then if I ever got something good and he wanted it, he'd nick it off me. Technically, he had bought all the fags. Firewolf said, where is it? And he said, yeah, sub to me if you want the channel. There's absolutely nothing on it except my majestic name. Number Boo said, loved cereal promotions. Getting free picture cards and toys. They're always at the bloody bottom of the box. Extra Zulu said, my channel got a YouTube recommendation. They recommend I fuck off. I must back to I remember mystery bags and sweet toys. New stuff said, all mountain men ran a pickup on wood. Oh, nice. Not eaten. I remember those. I shared my video I did earlier today to see if it helps. Don't know if it will, but worth a test. I noticed. I'll tell you what, Liam. I noticed on your where you shared mine, on your thing, alone on that community tab, it had 75 likes. My video. I don't know if they count towards it. I doubt they count towards the actual video though. But yeah. Not that matters, but yeah, it was interesting to see. I went and had a look. Then said I like the fruit salad ones. Jumbo Salbu said I remember my sister collecting Smurf plastic figures from the petrol station. Simon said you can run a diesel engine on cooking oil or biodiesel. You can ring up a Jenny to power tools to fix it up. Yeah, that's a good one. Jumbo Salbu said licorice pipes and cigs, don't see them anymore. No. Weird, isn't it? Yeah, too politically incorrect now, I suppose, isn't it? Richard Smith said, the new camera will have to wait a week or two, Mike. The crossbows I bought put a dent in the funds. Yeah, it's always the way, isn't it? I myself said they all come out at dusk. Once it's actually dark, I can't see them. I didn't know that. I've never really been rat trapping or shooting or anything like that. I'm sure that fucking thing just landed on me then. Preach had the fake SIGs with the stick-on tattoo inside. Yeah, I still have all that stuff. We was messing around with the kids some stick-on tattoos recently. Firewolf said to Weapons Off, I blocked this guy for boasting on videos, boasting on my vids and stuff. That's weird. My like has disappeared. Sabu said I was a hard man. I used to put the whole packet of moon dust in my mouth, followed by a mouthful of coke. Dean Dumpster, do you still? Where am I? It's moved. Do you still make those do they still make those candy-shaped cigs? I'm not sure. I never see. You don't. No, I bet you probably could get them somewhere though. It's a bit like with the toy guns. You don't think you can get realistic-looking kids' toy guns now, but you can. Richard Smith said, if anyone wants to see a poor man's halberd, check out my channel. Yeah, check out Richard's channel. He's quite new. He ain't done a lot of videos, but he does some good tests on gear. And making stuff as well now, making the weapons and that, and yeah. And that's what I said, Mike. Have you got a milling machine? No, I never used a milling machine either. Firewolf said, Jumble Sour Boo, did you put the Viagra on your eyelids too? Bob said, I had a wooden car with wooden wheels, wooden seats, wooden engine, then it wouldn't go. He's joining in on the bloody bad jokes now. So now that's Jumble Sour Boo, X-Ray Zulu, Z not Z, and then now Bobby Wolf. You can have a competition. Don't do it. X-Ray Zulu said, future power, internal combustion engines are extremely dated. In my opinion, power source, solar, considering climate change. Yeah, exactly. It'd have to go that way, really, wouldn't it? Or you'd think so. I said, I found out after opening those chocolate cigs that the paper on them was edible, yeah. That's good. Yeah, give Rich some subs. I think he's getting a new camera soon as well. So that's what he was on about to me. He's going to get a new camera, so his quality's a bit better. But, Bob said, dad jokes, not bad jokes. I never got to read your comments, Ed not see. Never got that far. Right, where am I? I set one of the things on fire once. They burned super well. Firewolf said, oh my God, Rich. That's not Albert, though. Tom said, I was thinking of making more videos on tool restoration. The one I did was mostly to test out the evapor rust stuff. Works well. Yeah, I'm being honest there. Anyone wants to promote their channel on here, if you're one of the regulars, it doesn't bother me on the slightest. If some random bloke came on, started, someone who has nothing to do with any of our stuff started promoting their channel, I wouldn't like that. But yeah, any of you lot, feel free. That's what the shooting competition's for. Join the shooting competition so you get your name out there. X-Ray Zulu. X-Ray, I was asking earlier, everyone, some people have said to me before, oh, call me by my name if you want. You said what your name was once, didn't you? Let me know, because I wrote down some, so I can at least, your first name. If that was you, did it that time. If not, don't worry about it. I'll just say X-Ray Zulu still, but yeah, I don't know if you was on earlier. I've got a load of them to tell me what their actual names were, so I can say, I can refer to you by your name. But I think you was one of them once, weren't you? I got a notification on my phone. Handy having this phone now, because I can do a bit of both now. Right, where am I? Hector Zulu said, toy guns, I buy airsoft guns now and then, indoor target shooting primarily. Every time I buy one, get an email warning about some anti-violence act. Fuck's sake. They're terrible, isn't it? For fucking airsoft. I thought it was Bill, but I didn't want to say Bill in case, because I was saying there's at least 3 Bills I know on here, and I got mixed up, and that's why I never used to tell you about it. But I remember you saying before once, he said Bill first name. I get called cunt a lot by my mates. Right. He said, my car is a Rolls Canardly. It rolls down one hill and can hardly get up the next. So I am going to start a tally soon and see which one of you Jumble Sail Blue said many years ago you get toy guns that fired a projectile with a cap. Banned now. Yeah, I just love all that kind of stuff. Neo Stuff said, do you have a gun license? I know it's not easy in the UK. Here it's easy to apply. Easily applied, done. No safe under the bed. No, I've all my stuff is all legal without licenses. So I don't have a shotgun license or a firearms license, but I don't need one for my stuff. Right. Where am I? Simon said, yeah, I've always wondered if the paper on the chocolate cigs were meant to be eaten. I used to eat anyway. Yeah, so did I. Bad jokes. Irish woodworm found dead in a brick. Firewolf, hey, did you say joke competition? No, I fucking didn't. So don't you start. I said to this girl, are you a bank loan? Because you got my interest. She slapped me, stared me in the eyes, and said, "But you poor boy." For sake. Yeah, no, I don't want a fucking joke competition. Don't you join in? That'll be 5 of you now. Banana and toffee pips, cola cubes, ball bearings, all in a big plastic jar at the local corner shop. Yeah, do you know what else we used to find in the local corner shop? Bloody jars. Toenail fucking clippings. I don't know what dirty bastard put them in there. Dean and Jum said 6 pints, bear versus lion. Depends on the size of the bear. What kind of bear? New Steph said my name is Daniel. Right, I'll just write that down. I may not ever use your names, but sometimes I might. I myself said, what are the criteria for the shooting competition, Mike? What distance, how many shots, and what things with the 2 targets folded enough? Right, you can use absolutely any targets you want, any distance you want, any gun you want. The only thing is it's 3 rounds, 6 shots at each round. So put a target up, shoot it 6 times, change it to the second one, shoot it 6 times. Yeah, that's it. That's the only real rules to it. You can do any distance, any gun, anything like that. Yeah, that's all really. Anything you want to shoot with any distance. Yeah, so it's just 6 shots per round, 3 rounds. And the big targets I just thought are for anything with a big caliber, really. So, but you could use the small ones if you want. Weapons, I said, yeah, airsoft guns have to be without the U.K. because the VCRA, which was designed to stop really crap toy guns, not proper airsoft guns anyway. I almost said, would you rather fight a pit bull with a hammer or a lion with a machete? Pit bull with a hammer. I reckon a lion would tear you to fucking pieces, even if you had a machete. Unless you killed it with that first hit. Bristol said, Mike, are you on WhatsApp? People could send you. No, I've never done WhatsApp. I might have to look into that. Remember, said to weapons and stuff. Yeah, those are proper airsoft guns. Hurt and are very heavy. Saying about WhatsApp, if I did WhatsApp, could I share my videos to you lot on WhatsApp? Because if I can do that, then that may be a thing I will do. Any way to share videos, in my opinion, is a good thing because of the struggles I have with it. Campbell Sauer said, yeah, I read that one. Bible said toenail clip. Yeah, fucking toenail clippers in the toy, in the bloody sweets. Introduced to toy guns as kids. First, I'd loved airsoft stuff, but spud guns. Yeah, spud guns, yeah. Fire potato paper, caps. Yeah, BB guns. All of that was great, wasn't it? Pete said, must have been the jogger that did the nail clipping. Oh, this was years before the jogger. Yeah, dirty old fuckers, ain't it? Himself said, pick and mix does worry me that someone could easily poison it. I think there was an incident like that in the UK. Yeah, it's surprising, isn't it? Dean Jump said, brown bear full size. I forgot what the brown bear was going against now. A lion, was it? I don't know. I still don't know with that one. Simon said, I once knew a man from Bonaire. It's not a fucking joke, is it? He was doing his wife on the stair. Banister broke. It doubled his stroke and he finished her off in midair. Right, where am I? Domicile Boo said, if you ever did apply for a shotgun license, Mike, when the firearms officer came to see your home before issuing the license, he would probably reject your application to your collection, mate. Yeah, I'll be honest, I wouldn't ever bother just for the too much fucking bother in it. But yeah, on that advice, it sort of made sure I didn't. But yeah, I wouldn't. I just wouldn't bother. Once I said there's a Darwin award for some idiot that broke into a zoo enclosure and tried to kill some lions. To be hard. Found his Tudor remains the next day. Yeah, I reckon if you'd have to try and kill that lion with one fucking hit, and I doubt you'd kill it because you'd have to probably chop its head off. Yeah, you'd be torn to pieces even with a machete, I reckon, wouldn't you? Peach said, yeah, maybe a link. Link to what, Peach? I forgot what I was talking about now. Remind me what you want to link for and I'll do it. Or someone else. You do that, why not do jokes? No, you can do jokes if you want. It's just no, because I joke about how terrible everyone's jokes are, and I fuck them up every time I read them out. But yeah, you feel free to do jokes if you want. It's just it gets a bit like joke otherwise, and that's all I'm bloody reading out is jokes. Oh, nice. Yeah, Peach. Yeah. If you can share links and that and videos on WhatsApp, I may join that then if I can share videos to people or links to people. Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. I'd got a bit behind in the comments. I didn't really know what you meant, you know, but I do now. Bristol said personal vids, yes, easy to set up with a smartphone. I'll look into it later then. Yeah, I could always just mess, you know, if I have a lot of people on there, I could always just send them a link or just say new videos on. Have a look now. Mrs. Smith, I'm going to use the small targets for the competition. Most of the time I get 6 arrows in a 3-inch circle. Well, it's up to you. But the only thing is though, your arrows are going to be bigger than the bullseye. They're going to be probably 3 times the size of the bullseye. So if you were getting bullseyes, I won't be able to tell. That's the only problem with the small targets. That bullseye in that small target is about 4 millimeters across. It'd actually be better if you used a bigger target. You'll be able to score more, really. It's up to you though. Use whatever you like. But I just thought, because you know what a bow and arrow target is like that big, isn't it? Well, this one is still about that big. Yeah, it's entirely up to you. I'm not smart and said, if you had to be on a desert island with Jeffrey Dahmer or John Wayne Gacy, who would it be? Oh God. God, I can't remember which one. Did one of them like eating people? They both like raping people, didn't they? Like, whichever one was the physically smaller one of the two. It might be easier for me to kill them first. Actually, said Charles Darwin fascinated by the common earth one. Bob said, I'm 47. There was no such thing as airsoft. I was only air rifles, pistols, and catapults. Shit, I sound like my dad. Well, I must admit, when I was little, there wasn't no airsoft. I can remember sort of airsoft coming in, and that would have been the 80s. Then he said there was an old man from Dundee who molested an ape in a tree. The result was quite horrid. All arse and no forehead, 3 balls and a purple goatee. Fuck's sake. DJ Raptam did just joking. X-Ray Zulu said to Bobby, I'm in my 50s. My son turned me on to airsoft for plinking and target shooting. Good cheap grouping. Yeah, it's just all right, isn't it? It's one thing telling my kind of jokes in the pub, but I'd probably get nicked repeating them on the internet. So that bollocks me. Yeah, keep them to a certain standard, please. We may actually have women and younger people on this stream. You know, you never know. Christmas, I haven't got a working printer at the moment. Mike said we'll have to use the standard there. Oh, that's fine. I didn't know that. No, it's absolutely fine. You can use any ones you want. It's just I recommended the bigger ones because, yeah. But as I said, Rich, if it comes to it, you could literally draw circles on a piece of paper if you had to. It's perfectly fine by me. But yeah, use any targets. People have used any targets. Doesn't have to be the same ones as me. It just meant it was easier for me to score it. But I've had people join in with targets that was completely different, and all I've done, I've just disregarded any rings that are, because that was like 6 rings or something. So if it's got 10 rings, I would only count 6 of those rings. if the bullseye was bigger, I would only count if it was right in the middle of it. Stuff like that. But yeah, that's perfectly fine, Rich. When I've said to Zulu, what sort of airsoft gun? A spring, single shot rifle, gas pistol, or an AEG rifle? I never really knew how good and powerful some airsoft could be until I saw Shed Ninja's airsoft guns, and it surprised me what they could do. Because all the ones I've ever had, I've only ever had cheap ones though, but that second pistol along is airsoft, and the Spaz 12 up there is airsoft, and they're weak as anything. Iron Spartan said, would you make WC t-shirts? Cap, etc. You know what? I thought about it. I have thought about it. Maybe with the Patreon money, I could sort that out. Yeah. Well, I have seriously thought about it before, but it was getting the money to do it and what to do for a logo. So I ain't got a proper logo. I've got my icon. I've got that sort of banner thing I did. And those knuckle dusters in that picture that's actually a picture I took, but someone stole it, turned it into a hand like drawing. So then I stole it. But I took the original picture that is based off of. Not my icon picture, but my banner, those two knuckle dusters on the edges. Some of the gas airsoft pistols, they work, can be a pain, especially the ones it's too hot for airsoft sights. Very good for pistol training. Pete said he'd buy one. Fucking tie-dye it. But you can't post pictures on here. You can post a picture of your tie-dye t-shirts. He managed to do one with a bloody marijuana leaf on it. He said, the only airsoft gun I have is an old plastic M16 copy. It's single shot spring, but fun to shoot. I used to have one of them, but instead of an M16, I think it was an M4. Time to WC t-shirts. People might get the wrong idea. Oh, you're into toilet. Well, I wouldn't put WC on it. But no, that is a good point. I think you've got to be a certain age, though, to know what WC is. Mean Machine said that would be a good WeaponCollector merchandise. I'll have to look into it, see how easy it is, and think of some kind of logo or something. I'll tell you what there is that does exist, though. It always makes me laugh. There's a... Right, I'm going to search it quickly and I'll send you a link. This will crack you up, right? I hope it's still on there. Someone sells a t-shirt with one of my knuckle dusters on it. Yeah, and it's actually like a proper fucking like they've just took my picture and like put it on a t-shirt. I can't find it now. Maybe it's not on there anymore. But I think it's one of these weird websites where you can just get a picture and then they'll print it on a t-shirt and then someone's selling them. Extra Zulu said weapon stuff collectively, and then he wrote all the guns he's got there. Sounds quite good. Firewolf said, if I ever bother to get an air rifle, I'd buy some of those polystyrene heads, hollow it out, and like put pig's blood and shit like that in it. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Some of those airsoft guns were in the high hundreds, bloody stupid money. My Vietnam era M60 is costing me 450 quid, but that's cheap. Yeah, a lot of money in it, but yeah, I know that's cheap because I've got an old catalogue from about 10 years ago when they was probably twice that. So I imagine they're probably more now. Simon says WC stands for wanking closet, no, water closet. Yeah, wanking cupboard. Yeah, water closet, isn't it? Picture night when people steal content. Oh, I had loads of fucking things. In fact, there's in one of the Assassin's Creed games, that has knuckle dusters in it, at least 10 of those knuckle dusters are actually stolen from my designs and my pictures. Yeah, actual pictures, and they've took it and they've just I took a picture off my blog and changed the color slightly, and now you can actually use those knuckle dusters in the Assassin's Creed game. Yeah. Probably nothing I can do about it. Get any kind of what do you call it? Yeah, I mean money, but there's a word for it. Like commission, ain't commission either, but yeah. One last one said, can you show the double barrel jackpot shotgun? Gonna make my hands all oily now. I just bloody cleaned this earlier. Royalties, that's it. I couldn't think of the bloody word, Simon. Yeah, that's right. See where they block it up. If you've never seen what a D8 shotgun looks like, see the big holes there. Right, where am I? Fuck am I? Dumber Taboo said, what people have to be careful of is that some airsoft are not cronied. They're basically firearms. And make sure you get them set at the airsoft site. I didn't know that. That'd be terrible, wouldn't it? Having a fucking airsoft that's classed as a fucking firearm. Different with an air rifle. At least you could actually hurt someone. Mum said, yeah, double barrel is nice. Can we see it? I don't think I'd spend that much. 300 on an airsoft gun. That would have to be metal. Very good replica of a base gun. Yeah, I agree with you there. I can't remember what the licensed Colt M4 costs. Pete said the airsoft guns with blowback are cool. I need proof or pics of that. Compensation. Right. Yeah, I could prove, I'll tell you what, Peach, I could prove that the pictures was on my blog before the game existed. And there'd be no one who'd be able to prove that they had the pictures before I did. But yeah, I don't think I ever would anyway, because it'd just be too, you know, I'd have to probably pay a solicitor and all that shit, and I probably wouldn't ever bother anyway. But yeah, I did look into it ever so slightly, but even then, because it's just pictures, I think you get like 250 with a picture or something stupid like that. As much as you could if you were selling the pictures online, you'd get that's all you'd get. You know, I don't know, but yeah, but that's funny that actually my pictures on a computer game. Thanks to do so, Jumps Our Boo with a little know-how, one can increase FPS significantly. The 1911 shoots 6mm stainless steel ball bearings close range. Oh, I didn't know they could do that. Jumps Our Boo said, I handled a Beretta 50 caliber airsoft the other day at my local airsoft site. It was like the real thing, mate. All heavy metal, realistic things. Now, that sounds brilliant. Bob said, I've got something for you to try for your t-shirts. Have you got an email? Yeah, Bob, if you go onto my channel and click on the about bit, scroll down, my email will be on there. Actually, my email's on the description of this video if you scroll down a bit. Reader Smith said, Mike, have you seen Michael Cthulhu? I know of him. I don't subscribe to him, though. I plan to do build videos with 30 seconds of each process of the crossbow, similar to his, when I get the new camera. I'll have to have a look at that then, because if I might have to do something like that if that's a good way of doing these how-tos. But no one watched mine. Exodus said, my next airsoft, don't tell my son M16. Nice. Double Sabu said to X-Ray, I don't know. It's not worth going to prison for, mate. Plus, once you have a firearms offence, it goes against you for a lot of things. Yeah, good point. As I've said, there's also strange laws here where if an airsoft gun goes over a certain FPS, it becomes an air gun, and because it's an automatic air gun, it becomes legal. Yeah, it's fascinating. I did not know that. You wouldn't think so, would you? Double said, Mike, you could put 2 fired 12 bore percussion caps in there. Would look good. I'll tell you what, I actually did do that. And then last time the police came round, he wanted to take them all out. And because he took them all out, I thought, no, fuck it, I'm just going to leave them out now. And in fact, save me the bother next time, I slung the fucking things. But yeah, no, funny thing, I did do that. I got some old cartridges and cut them down, right down to the brass. And I did have them in that one and the other one. And I had all fired blanks in the revolvers. Yeah. And then when they fucking wanted to check them all, I thought, oh, sorry, I'm going to fucking sling them all. So next time I don't have to bother. Because you never know if it is a policeman who don't know nothing about guns, they might start shitting themselves thinking they're loaded. The good thing is he knew. He knew a bit about guns. He could open them all without fucking about. Yeah. Yeah, I did actually do that. Where am I? X-Ray said to Dumble Sabu, neither my son or I played the airsoft game. Gun solely for home entertainment. I've tinkered with 2, shoot through windows. I said, need to remind myself after work tomorrow to make a start on the WeaponCollector game. Nice, yeah. Saying about games, I've finished Fallout 4 now, so I may start a new game. If anyone watches the games I play. So the games I've got, well, I think the ones I'll probably stream potentially next, if you don't want to have a bit of an input into it, Pete and Liam, and Richard actually saying that, the ones I'll probably do next are between Resident Evil 7, Grand Theft Auto 5, or Final Fantasy 15. I've got more games than that, but I don't think I'll play them yet. I'm not in the mood for them kind. No, I don't spoil games, mate. Don't worry about that. I wouldn't do no spoilers. But Peter Smith said, if you did win the case, Mike, you call yourself royalty collector. Yeah. Yeah, because I'll be collecting my royalties every month. Firewall said, weapons, I'm waiting for my PC to sell. Should I get some really expensive armor plates or a poster of Mike's face? Well, I'm going to wait to see what Liam's response to that is, because it should be. Right. I can't remember what the FPS is with a 0.2 gram BBs to make it illegal. Pete said, I did that with the brass too. Looks cool. I said, which one did you have more use for? Do you never know, do you? Object history, right, mate? He said, hey, man, watching some of the chat while the family gets ready to go to watch soccer. Football, I mean. Nice. Yeah. It always surprises me when Americans say they even watch football, as we say. Is it quite big over there now? I know we had some of our big English players go over to play in American teams, but I know it wasn't. But it's getting bigger now, isn't it? Yeah, soccer. DJ said, can you show the crossbow? Which one? I've got 4 there that you can see. One there, one there, one there, one there. Fireball said, no spoilers, please. Weapons are probably the plates. You never know. You don't know. If you get a poster of me and just stick it in front of a vest, that might scare people off enough anyway. X-Ray said the weapons of, I don't know, but a couple, TAC 6, there's a 177 version, TAC 4, Mini Uzi Ditto. Mean Machine, what do you think of the God of War game? That's the first God of War game I ever played, and I really liked it. I don't know if I'd like the old ones though, but yeah, I'll tell you what though, I had no expectations for it. My expectations was very low, and So when I played it, I really liked it. Yeah, I'm not really into the sort of hack and slash sort of games, but I like the story to it. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. But it may have been because I had a very low expectation on it. Simon said, have you played Far Cry 5? I prefer 3 and 4, but 5 is funny. I've not played any of the Far Cries, you know. I've watched my brother play probably all of them ones you mentioned because he's playing Far Cry 5, not Mount, but my other brother. Yeah, they look good though. Object History is getting bigger now. So what? You're not going with them when they go to watch the soccer? Weapons said he just found the police info. Object History said a lot of guys watch the Premier League. Yeah, you know what? I'm not into football. I'm one of the rare English men who aren't into football. Not in the slightest, even. Well, saying that, I'll watch the World Cup because it's England, but yeah. By the way, I always do it, and I've got to do it just in case. Object History is the person who wrote this book. I can't not show it if he's on. Go to his channel. But actually, if you do like anything like saps and that and blackjacks and functions and that, you will like his channel. His channel's on there anyway, but I don't know why I'm going to put a link on because he's there anyway. So, when I said, yeah, the following recommended fresh shells of lethality or airsoft BBs, full auto or fire burst, 1.3 joules. Yeah, it surprises me with the power limits and that for them. DJ Rap trapping the one by the window. All right, I'll grab that in a minute when I've caught up with the. No, don't worry about Object History. No, I don't feel obligated. I just like to do it. It was a very nice gift, so that's my way of saying thank you to you. Where am I? Firewolf said, Mike, you have a PS4, right? Yeah. This is my idea if you want it. Mike 224. Good that I cleaned all these things today. No, don't worry, Robert. I don't feel obligated, but no, it's a very, very nice gift. So I was and I like to promote people. Yeah, I like to promote my friends. So yeah. So I'd always give you a bit of promotion. Right, there's the camera there. This would be like your sniper rifle version. Pink said down with football. Simon said, yeah, football is a load of wank. Firewall said, would I have Far Cry 5 on Xbox and I hate it. I must Mark said, Mike, watch Steve 1989 MRE test lots of military rations. I may have seen him before. I'll have to go on there. Object History said, don't feel obligated with thanks, man. So are you not going to watch the football then? Introduced football, loved playing, loved watching, but then I got fed up with watching 22 multi-millionaires ruin the game. Yeah, Mike 2240 if anyone wants to add me on the PlayStation 4. Mean Machine, can you still buy blackjack saps in the UK? You know what? I'm not sure. Jumbles Alboon might know that. Riggs, do you know the answer to that? Can you still buy blackjacks and saps? I've always been confused about that one, you know. Yeah. Because they're not on the list. They're not actually on the unbanned list, you know. That list of 19 offensive weapons, blackjacks and saps aren't on there. Which is missed. I don't like football either. I always preferred boxing and watching cricket. Yeah, never watched cricket either, but boxing I can watch. Jumbo Salbo said to Wireman Spartan, yeah, loves Steve's vids. He'll eat anything. He loves his old cigs and coffee. Despite that, that's the law. I still get lots of idiots saying my airsoft gun is good for self-defense because it shoots at 990 feet per second, which are in the UK is illegal then. Yeah, fools, aren't they? New stuff. So I've watched a lot of MRE vids. Media Raptor happened said that's cool. Actually, I better not put that comment on there. God. We keep that one between me and you. And maybe Liam, because he might have seen it. Sam said, yeah. Steve, MRA is brilliant. Now let's get it all on. I'll try. Yeah, I have seen his stuff. Pete said the guy that eats MRAs is all cool at the end of every video. Yeah, just in case. No, don't worry about X-ray. It came up flagged anyway, so I thought, shall I or shall I not? I don't know, I'll leave it. It's best not to. Object history said, I am. The kids are eating, etc. before we head out. Now, Double Sabu said it wasn't. Yeah, it's below 400 feet per second if you use it in an open playing field, if I recall. I've been tempted to do my own MRE videos, you know, or something similar, eating stuff. Because I'll be honest, I'll eat bloody anything. I may eventually do some eating like out of date rations and stuff like that. Homemade rations that are out of date. I think people might watch that. So I have got some homemade rations that probably are out of date by now, and it certainly wouldn't bother me eating them. I might have to do that soon. Pete said, well, some people sell them on Etsy, coin saps and stuff. Yeah, maybe they are. Yeah, I just never know. It's very confusing, that, because you never see any proper shop selling them now. Didn't he said that really is a cool crossbow? No, yeah, I think it is. Or one of them. Actually, I can't remember now. Liam, can you remember what crossbow that is? I've took the label off, so it's not bloody on there now. I can't bloody remember anymore. It was from Blades and Bows. They sent me it for free as well. Actually, said sorry. Jim was said, yeah, we talked about that before. I can't see why they are illegal, but nobody seems to be selling them at all now, apart from baton forces. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why it's always been confusing to me. Yeah, no shops sell them. No websites sell them, like proper shops and websites. But they're not on the list, are they? So. When was I said to Dumble Sabu, and he was talking about the limits to the things. Pete said, click. Nice move. Military surplus, right, mate? X-ray said, can't call a spade, shovels are still shovels. That's a bit more acceptable. The other one was just automatically flagged and just come up. So I think another homemade ration kit video would be good, showing a really cheap daily calorie intake video for easy transport. All right. Right, where am I? Yeah, I'll do that, Liam. Why am I supposed to do, Mike? What inspired you to build and collect weapons? Building weapon, it was always just stuff I couldn't get. I just thought, oh, if I can't get it, I'll fucking make it then. And collecting weapons, I've just always liked them as a kid. Always liked weapons. Just add toys, you know, toy weapons as kids, and then those toy weapons turned into BB guns, those BB guns turned into air rifles, and then that all turned into that. Yeah, that's about it, really. That's what it is, really. Sometimes it's the Man Kung one. Not sure the exact model. Yeah, I can't remember now because no, it's one of them. There's no bloody details on it, and I can't remember. Bob sent me details on a link. Cheers, mate. I'll look into that. It all depends on money, really, because I've got like no income, so apart from Patreon. So yeah, or no steady income anyway. I sometimes get stuff from GearBest and that GearBest ad money, but that sometimes you might get that in a month. Actually, I've never had it that quick. Sometimes it might take a year to build up to $100. I said the one I got was a MK400, £175. Yeah. When my brothers played cricket, he had a professional cricket bat cracked in 2 places, full length of the bat on the first swing. Bloody hell. Remember what Sal Boo said, the weapons stuff? Yeah. I knew it was below 400, mate. And that bloody hurts. I got hit a few times the other day. Wasn't even playing. But to be fair, I was just wearing a t-shirt. Mum said, yeah, please do. I had a British MRE that had a Yorkie bar and that said not for civvies. Yeah, nice. Good to see you being sent and opening MREs. Miracle said, I woke up this morning with my feet in mud. Really strange. Oh, after you jumped off the bridge. Tom said, I'm seeing how homemade ones last over time. I can definitely do the homemade ones. I'll have to look into actual proper MREs. I know people have mentioned about sending them to people. So, Neo said my local surplus shop had UK 24 hours rations for €100 for a full case of 10. Weapons, I've said jumper seal booze, depending on what you're wearing, the distance where you get hit, really smart, or it can be very mild sting. Getting hit in the pinky or the ear would really hurt. Actually, said, just on one more related stuff, buy French military issue kits, all brand new, never used in action, 3 white flags. Sambo said, Mike, let's face it, the way things are now, the police will nick you if you are legal or not. Will probably get you convicted anyway. That way. What's we on about anyway? Made you say that? I don't know. Everything said MRE related. Think that I have ration packs that I took on holiday just in case. Just a bowl of bars that are like 200 plus calories each, so the box would feed you for a day. Richard Smith, I like it when my bows and they don't make a bow in a drawer weight. I just want to make it. Yeah, it's like with my bows. I'll tell you one thing with rations though that I think a lot of people don't appreciate or even realise, right? MRE rations are military rations where they need loads and loads of calories. Survival rations don't need to be as much. If you're just trying to survive, you could go a whole day without eating. You know, people have survived weeks with barely eating anything. I think the difference with survival rations is just get as much calories in as you need, but they don't need to be as much because you're not hiking carrying loads of pack. I think survival rations are a completely different thing to military rations. Military rations, they need the energy. Survival rations, that one box could potentially last you a week because you're just using bits of it to keep you alive, not for heavy work. That's one thing people definitely don't seem to think about. The difference between military rations and what I class as survival rations. Yeah, and then I don't if you think about the difference between survival rations and shit in the fan survival rations, what would you need there? But I definitely don't think you need. I've had a lot of people say to me, oh, you need a lot more calories than that, but to be honest, you could go a day without eating that. The only thing you need is water, really. Yeah, where am I? Number Sabu said, I prefer getting hit with a paintball any day, though, mate. AJ Rod said, a big Harley Davidson biker, shout out from South Florida. All right, mate. That's good. Cheers. Then he said, if I remember rightly, you're going to bury a bug out stash. What happened to that? It's still behind my sofa right now. When I go out again, I'll do it. I will do it. Right, where am I? Weapons I've said to Extra Zulu, famous French military rifle for sale, never fired, dropped once. Simon said, do you have MRE sat in a cupboard somewhere? Well, why not send it to Mike? Weapons I've said, yeah. AFAIK paintball guns in the UK fall totally outside the foot-pound limits. Weapons I've said, yeah. Survival rations are often 500 to 1,000 calories a day. Military rations are often 3,000. Yeah, for military rations, it needs to be a lot more. Survival rations don't need after that, really, do you? I'm about to say a normal person at least needs 1,000 calories a day in summer. In winter, will need at least 2,500. Yeah, but I think if you're just surviving, you technically don't need any calories, do you? You know, if you're just trying to survive, trying to stay alive, you just need water, really, don't you? But I know what everyone's saying, and it's just one of those things I never really hear it mentioned. I always classed in a proper survival situation, food is probably not your really most important thing. It's one of them, but it's not the most. You can go a day without eating. You watch them Les Stroud survival things, where he goes and survives 3 days in a he mocks up a situation like a plane crash. He just spends the whole 3 days not eating anything. One of them, I watched him, he ate a rat for the 3 days. That was it. You don't actually need any food, really. But yeah, but different situations, because that's like I'm saying, the difference between shit hit the fan, survival, and military, they're all different. I think with shit hit the fan, which is I think what we're actually talking about, you would need calories, but I don't think you'd need as much calories as a military rations personally. But I don't know, I'm no expert. Military rations, lots of sugar, energy. Military, lots of inactivity, intermediate 100-mile-per-hour action. Yeah. Iron Man Spartan, if on the move. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. In the winter, at least 2,500 if on the move. Iron Man Spartan, that's assuming they're working around 8 hours a day. You can use a lot of calorie calculators based on weight, height. Yeah. It's all different, isn't it? And I'm not saying anyone's wrong, but yeah, it's just that's one of those things I'd never hear it really mentioned a lot. That actual survival rations, I don't think you'd need a lot, would you? Because you can go days without eating. But military rations, they're going to have more calories in there in a smaller package. It'll probably last you longer in a survival situation. But all I'm saying is if you made your own rations and they weren't up to the standard of a military ration, I don't think it's that important. Where am I? Well, it is important, but it's still going to help you. And what about Sabo's? I used to be a marshal at a paintball site, got bruised many times, and had tears in my eye a few times, mate. I also said military rations sounds better. Pete said so. Regular pack would last a few days. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, so yeah, military rations would probably last you longer. Everything was just on rations, long-term soldiering, not big heavy blokes, often wiry, used to low food intake. Some of the stuff said for short-term survival as well, you don't need a balanced diet. Shit biscuits, hardtack is good for that. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's all different circumstances, but yeah, I'd never hear anyone ever mention that though. That's why I brought it up. We just mentioned I carry a load of pasta meals and packet potatoes last forever. Weigh nothing. Yeah, that's a good point, Rich. I've got pasta stuff and rice stuff, and I didn't get no potato stuff though. But that's a good point. When I said at the nuclear bunker, they said for 3 months the bunker was planned to be used post mutually assured destruction. Everyone would be on starvation diet. Not sure how many calories that is. Yeah, well, that's it, isn't it, Liam? You don't, starvation diet is not be a lot, is it? Got to be. Yeah, you can survive on that, though, can't you? So I'm saying in a survival situation, you shouldn't eat for 24 hours. Start rationing ASAP when drinking water. Take a small sip to wet your mouth. Don't drink them. Actually, do say, in my opinion, military way isn't good for survival. Shit hit the fan. Good field knowledge, trapping skills, etc. Yes, very good point. Yeah, because to be honest, no matter what rations you've got, no one's going to be carrying loads of rations because it'd just be too heavy to carry. Even if you had like 4 or 5 days worth of rations, well, that's only going to last. Let's say you spread that out, might last you 10 days. Well, you're going to need to learn how to, not learn. You're going to need to already know how to trap while you're stretching out those rations to be prepared for trapping and making traps and spears or something like that. Bows. Near stuff said, yeah, take the UK, Italian, and even Russian rations. They come with 3 meals. At a push, you have 1 meal a day. A case of 10 would last 30 days. Yeah, that's a good point. Very good point. But yeah, that's the difference. Yeah, military rations are supposed to give you a lot of calories, but you don't need that when it comes to actual survival. Roman Spartan said you can eat worms and snails to get good protein. Weapons, if you can boil water, golden rice is very good for intake. GM rice that has far more vitamins than standard rice. Bullfrog's on, you right, mate? He said, I'm back. I can tell you a heavy backpack is a serious drain travelling long distance. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, especially if it's full of food. Then as he said, I think, well, that's what I mean. In a survival situation, I doubt you'd be hiking along with a big heavy bag. Proper survival situation, you'd be dumping your bag and staying where you are. Not dumping your bag, but putting your bag down, staying where you are. Yeah, it's all different situations, but I don't think a lot of survival situations are going to be the same as being in the military, hiking miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. Are they? Then he said, I think for eating survival rations, it will depend on the situation. If you are self-rescuing or walking out of a tough terrain, you'll need more calories. Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, as we've said, it's all different. All different circumstances can be different things, but yeah. Everyone said weight adjustments. We're not military, so no ammo. Next heaviest, food, water. It's easy. Yeah. As he said, and if you are staying put, waiting to rescue, yeah, it's all different, isn't it? You might be doing one or the other. Fucking bit of stuff stuck to my fucking tooth. Weapons Off said, I think golden rice is about £2 per kilogram. For most supermarkets, you get golden rice and dried veg, 120 sealed in a foil. Yeah, we've got them downstairs. I quite like them as well. Bullfrog said, you want to go light, mate? That mountain was a cunt. Carrying tents and backpacks, sleeping bags, etc. Shitload easier doing it with a free bag. They're not decent. If you're on a lifeboat, you won't need all that much grub to survive, of course. Richard said, just check my channel. Got 4 new subscribers. Thanks everyone who subscribed. That's good. Actually, continued. Food is a choice. Dry, wet. Dry, you need water to rehydrate. Wet is heavy. We pack dry. If good water source. Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah. Because Yeah, dried food, you do have to have water, so that means you have to boil water. Yeah, that's where the MREs are good, because the MREs are all ready to eat, aren't they? But as you mentioned, dried stuff is lighter. Then, as you said, depending on how you're out there, of course. Well, yeah, you know, as we said, it's all, we're all right in our ways, because it's all, we're all talking about loads of multiple different situations. But yeah, I just thought I'd bring up the thing about calories, because I'd never heard anyone else ever mention that. Yeah, depending on the situation, you might not need that many. But, depending on another situation, you might need loads. But any would be good, wouldn't it? Simon said, "What is the end goal if shit hit the fan? To rebuild and try to find survivors. My source will focus on survival and no one else." Wolfrock said, "My M4 video has 650 views but 4 dislikes. Are people weird on YouTube? Nothing offensive in the video, but just me having fun." Ah, 2 people have disliked my zombie video recently. Nothing bloody wrong with that I can think of. Someone's disliked this bullfrog, haven't they? Although there could be stuff in this that people don't like. But yeah, no, it always makes me wonder. And it's probably someone who's been chatting with us as well in here. DJ rat trapping, not going rat hunting. Night going rat hunting, you see. Well, I hope you get plenty, mate. See you later. Then he said, of course, if you have tons of food and water, it's not that much of a survival situation. Yeah. Bullfrog said 10 likes and 4 dislikes. People don't think people bother liking it. Well, the thing that gets me, Bullfrog, is why do they watch a video in the first place if they don't like it? Well, I don't think it's possible to get a YouTube video with no dislikes. No, not now. Well, I think I got a couple that have 100%, 100% likes. I'm going to go and have a look at my stats, and I tell you, I've got only 100% like. But no, I know what you mean though. If you get any video that gets any amount of views, it will have dislikes. If you get if you get over 100 views, perfect bottle cutting, 100%, but that's only had 198 views. Yeah, if you get anything that gets over a certain amount of views, it'll have dislikes. If you should thumb down, I don't get it. If they don't like it, then jog on. Well, that's my opinion. Unless you click on a video that says, like a spam video or whatever, fake video or something where someone says, "Oh, we're doing this," and you go on and they're being offensive or something to you. Yeah, but like the one Bullfrog said, and the one like this, there's nothing. We're not lying about the content in it. So, Bullfrog said, "How did the cleaning job go, Liam? I have a part-time removal job now for a local student landlord." Yeah, he mentioned earlier. He'll probably tell you again, Bullfrog. He did say about his job earlier. John Page, he said, "Could you do a series of wild edible, most bushcraft and survival challenges to pick and eat without explanation? Like show the plant and what it looks like, where to find it and what season." I could do that. I'll tell you what though, John. I've got a twin brother, JGR Survival, who may have actually done that. And he would be really suited for that. If you want me to recommend, do you know JGR Survival? Is his name JGR Survival still? Yeah, that is his new name, isn't it? I've got a twin brother who does exactly that kind of thing. I would recommend You getting him to do that. That's his channel, John J Rambo 111, but it's got a different name now, John. But yeah, I could do it, but I think my brother's channel would be suited perfectly for that. That's exactly the kind of stuff he does. But if he doesn't, I could do it. Cheers for the request. Then he said, when you go visit someone, when you knock on their door, do you knock hard or do you knock softly but firmly? Softly but firmly. Do you know why? Because you know what this sounds like, don't you? Tell me what that sounds like if someone bangs on your door like that. And that's why I don't knock like that. You tell me what that sounds like. I hurt my fucking hand doing that. I had the delivery bloke knock like that, and I had to tell him what he sounded like when he knocked. Mean Machine, exactly. Yeah, police are angry. Yeah. But police, yeah, I had a bloody, I had to say to the delivery bloke recently, bloody hell, don't knock like that. I thought the fucking police was around here. Who asked that question anyway? I'm dead not Z, yeah. Iron Man Spartan says stinging nettle soup or worm stew. Stinging nettle soup any day, mate. All right, where am I? Weapons Off said the Bullfrog, pretty good, a bit stressful. I was very busy, same hours tomorrow, but the place is open less hours being Sunday, so hopefully tomorrow will be a tad easier. Bullfrogs, hopefully you didn't wipe the floor, you know, UK worker. XO said wild edibles pick above cockfight. The only reason I would dislike a video is if they made a slanderous claim, like they said I was a liar or something similar. Yeah, exactly, Rich. That's the only real reason, isn't it? And Mean Machine, Peach, Bristol, Big Al all said the police. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it does. Sounds like bloody police, doesn't it? No, I do a little dick sort of thing. Don't bang on people's doors, no. Simon said, yeah, please ask Malk if he can do some British edible plants, full details, so we can identify them without getting poisoned. I'll do that, and I'll tell you what, he'll probably like doing that. He's got a lot more, he's out and about more as well. It would be more suited to his channel, and he's out more. Bullfrog message retracted means they put a message on and they deleted it themselves. That's all that is. So he put a message in and then he decided to delete it himself. I said, yeah, some people knock like someone hammering a nail as well. If somebody nearby is doing DIY, you don't realise it's the door. Yeah, good point. He said, glad to hear you do the second one. World needs soft fab knockers. Nice. Hey, done all that as a fucking setup for a joke. Fuck's sake. Nice, I like that. You got me there. Bullfrog said, was it a Hermes delivery? You know what? It might have been. Mean Machine said, I always on the edge when I hear a knock. Think it's from my younger days. Yeah, well, that kind of knock. Yeah, oh, fucking hell, every time. Yeah. And quite often it bloody is as well. It was, you know, as I said, in November last year, heard that. Well, no, the weird thing is, I quite often, as I walk past the front door, I look through the spile. Well, I was just looking through the spile, and I looked through the fucking spile, and I saw about 7 fucking police stood at my door before they knocked. So I actually managed to open the door before they knocked. Right, where am I? Pete said, pine needle tea, horrible. Bullfrog said, what does the message retract? Yeah, retracted me. Yeah, it just means he deleted it himself. I must have more knives are sharp enough to shave with if you have a steady hand. Yeah, I've never bothered trying to do full shaving with a knife. Yeah, and then Liam said the person who wrote it deleted it. Firewall said, I was banging on doors and running, only on the houses that have guard dog sign. Yeah, what do you call that if you knock on someone's door and run away? We used to call it knock on ginger or knock knock ginger. And I noticed there's quite a lot of different names for that. I think some people call it knock down ginger. Yeah, knock on someone's door and run away. What do you call it? Don't forget to like the stream. How many people we got in? 22 right now. I'm just tell you what we got. Pete said being a cunt. Yeah. What people do that to you, do they? Where am I? When I've said if the doorbell rings and I'm not expecting it to deliver, it's generally someone I don't want to speak to. Don't you ever see Negs Urban Sports? Knock and don't run. No, well, I might have seen that. Yeah. Knock and don't run. What's that? That's the kind of thing I would have done when I was drunk. He said sorry about that, but hey, it's me. Should have guessed. That was good. I liked it. It was good. I like the jokes when when it actually catches me totally not expecting it, and that did. I like that one. Bullfrog said, Hermes, never work for them unless you're not English, especially don't use your own van. As a friend of mine did it, virtually running to the ground with mileage whilst being threatened by the company. I'm not smart to call it granny knocking. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah. X-Ray Zulu says Nicky knocks 9 doors. Bullfrog said postman's knock if you're over 14 and still do it well. Yeah, that's what I mean. There's quite a few different names for it. Jeans and Jumper said hard back had sober up with food. What's your favourite after drink grub? Anything, mate. Anything I'll get my hands on. But if I could pick anything, I'd love a kebab when I'm drinking. Let's not get on to food again because it's fucking late again. But no, I'll eat anything when I've been drinking. And I mean anything. I told you about getting I'd get a Cornish pasty, open it up, put soft cheese in it, put crisps in it, put sweet chili sauce in it, put slices of meat in it, shut it up. Yeah. Kind of crap I eat when I'm drunk. I mass planted everything in the fridge. Yes, exactly. Innit? Exactly. Prince Smith said mostly the postman and Joe's witnesses that knock on my door. Well, that's the only people who knock on my door are postmen and delivery men. No one else. Well, not really. Never. As I said, I don't think I've ever known a Jehovah's Witness knock on our door. What's that? I'll have to have a look on that later. So I've got something on my bloody Facebook and I can't fucking work out what's going on. I must want to make WC Survival gaming cards. You seen the cards I was going to make? You know, cigarette fag packets now have these pictures on. I'm going to turn these into cigarette top tramps. As a joke. Richard Smith, I read that. Tony said, Mike, check 2159 opinion interesting. What is that then? I don't know what that even means, mate. Said triple fried egg, chili chutney sandwich. It's state of the art sarnie. It's the state of the floor I'm worried about. Jim, you right, mate? You right, mate? Ever heard of the Bakil Makarov CO2 pistol? I have heard of that. I ain't got one though, or tried one. Right, that's fine. I'll find you a couple of the funny ones. So, you got popcorn tongue. The little kid asking his mum for twos on her fag. Baby using a bong. Girl with a pearl earring. What else we got? I'll try and find, yeah, there's Dracula in there somewhere. Woman, smoky-eyed woman. Dracula with his wife and son looking over him while he sleeps. Lesbian paedophile. Sniffing hand man. Yeah, list goes on. There's some new ones as well. Oh, way behind again. Deadlock Z said Jehovah's Witnesses aren't too bad. It's the one with pickaxe handles you have to watch out for. Jehovah's Bastards, I think they're called. Hi man, Spark said, have you seen the 6D cell maglite? I might buy it. Oh, I did have one of them, but now I've got a homemade one. That's either the same size or nearly, but this is homemade bit. This, and it's got a a flashlight that'll change settings in it now. And it's rechargeable. That's why that's on there. Turn that round, and then there's a charging port there. And this takes an 18650 now. And it strobes and all shit like that. I'm Man Spartan said, good idea, Mike. Simon said it was a Red Dwarf quote. Oh, nice. Yeah, I must have. I never notice things like that when I'm in here. When I'm on the bloody stream, you know me. Wolford said Jehovah's Witnesses trolls. Very Napoli said I sent you a message. So I said, yo, man, twos me up. Wearable waifu, you right, mate? He said, do you have Fortnite on a PC? No, but I could have it on a PS4. Richard Smith, too bad my local market don't sell pig heads. Would be good to test Albert on. Yeah, I'd like to do something like that. Mean Machine, after you did your remand in jail, did you think that time went a lot faster when you were released? No, I don't think it did for me because well, I don't know. It's hard for me to remember now because it was the first time I'd been sober in 5-6 years. So the whole entire situation was weird for me anyway. I have really bad memory nowadays as well. I can't remember now, but I can't remember. But yeah, the whole situation was weird. It's the first time I'd been sober. I hadn't drunk every day for years and years and years. Like I said, 5-6 years. Oh, no, it's a nice flashlight. Yeah, it's got around 86. That's all hollow as well there, so you can put a survival kit in there if you want. You pull that down, take this pin out, and then that opens, and that whole entire thing up to up there is completely empty. Put that back on. It needs a bit more messing around a bit, really, but it's good enough. Definitely workable. I'll leave that there for now. Where am I? John Page said, they also say smoking makes your dick shrink. That must be why my missus makes me smoke 60 a day. So, Wolfrock said, Fortnite mentioned again. I don't think anybody likes it, whatever it is. Firewolf said, yes, I'm a Spartan. Invite your, I don't know what that's about. Weapons does it. Shame Maglite don't actually make proper LED flashlights. Much cheaper through night similar flashlights. Outperform them massively on lumens and size. Yeah, I know. That what through night need to do is make a dedicated one like this with all the decent features the through nights have, isn't it? That's what's in there now as a through night. Just mounted a through night inside it, glued it in there. Had to drill a hole in the side so you turn it on and off. But yeah. Oh, fuck am I getting? I'm not about to say I hate vegans, they taste awful. As I've said, yeah, in theory they should taste better as herbivores taste better than omnivores. Football Hair said, why'd you have so many guns? Because I collect them. That's about it, really, and I like them. Pete said, we don't want another dick measuring contest because we all know I'd win. Ruby Wife said, what's your favourite weapon? Well, out of what I've got, or just in general? Don't know. I do like the old red back crossbow. Very nice to use. Pete said, football head is used troll, mate. He said to Don Page, what makes my dick shrink is seeing fat women wearing clothes 3 times too small for their lovely personality. I don't know what right, I'm talking to myself there. And I was getting a bloody phone call of someone on the fucking old Facebook. When does Maglite do a near £90 LED flashlight? It's actually good, but high most is 600 odd lumens. Meanwhile, most of the Chinese brand do 1,000 for 20 quid. Yeah. Right, I just got to message someone quickly. Okay. Right, back over in a second. Yeah, I just needed to message someone. Doing too many things at fucking once now. Right. I'm a Spartan said, oh, vegans have no muscle because humans can't turn vegetables into muscle like animals can. That proves humans should eat meat, plus vegans' teeth fall out through lack of nutrition. Bullfrog said, just going to get banned. What is the point? Every wife said, I will go, you go. Then he said, a convoy torch that puts out 1,000 lumen a while back from Gearbest. It cost me about 11 quid. Yeah, great, isn't it? Yeah, in here is a through night that takes an 18650, rechargeable. You can hold it down to change the modes. See, it's getting dimmer. Hold it down, it'll get higher. Double tap would be the strobe, I think. No. Oh, yeah, triple. I think double tap does turbo. And then it must be 4 then. 4 taps does the strobe. No, what? I can't remember now then. Don't seem to be doing now. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. I think if you do it too quick, it don't work. Yeah, that's entire hollow there, so you could put like a survival kit in there, or spare battery, or a fucking power bank. I'll tell you why I had to make this. My 6D, 2 of the batteries got jammed in it, and no matter how hard I tried to get them out, I couldn't get them out. They must have sort of connected to the metal. Richard Smith said, I've read a few reviews on the Cobra R9 pistol crossbow. Apparently, no more powerful than a standard Tomcat pistol crossbow, which is a shame. That is a shame, isn't it? Might have to look into it, because maybe we could get one and put a redback prod on it. You'd have to look at what the draw weight is and whether the trigger could handle that kind of pressure. That's the only thing. Bullfrog said vegan soy boys are part of Antifa. Veganism is left wing. When I said loads of Chinese companies make all that zoomable torch that is now about £6 each. Advertisers 1,000 lumen minimum high, but probably close to 500. Still great for £6. Yeah, they are. They're great for £6, aren't they? I'm about to have you ever built an alcohol burner? No, I've never done that. I ain't got the alcohol for them. Keep drinking it? Nah, I don't really. I ain't got stuff to put in it. I could get it easy enough, but you know, I only really do what I've got. Bullfrog said eaten. Pete said gear best and Wish are good for cheap stuff. Just got a headlamp from Wish for £1. Oh, nice. All right, Bullfrog. Die Bullfrog, sorry. Uncle Al, how are you doing, mate? Yeah, Bullfrog and Die Bullfrog. They had a sort of conversation about their names once. John Page said, I used to take Fatbird fishing and make her run to where I was fishing. By the time she got there, she was so hot and sweaty, if she sat downstream, it would keep the flies off my sandwiches. Right, so. Richard Smith said, if I don't have enough protein, I end up tired all the time with no muscle mass. Firewall said, we have Bullfrog and Die Bullfrog. I bet that dislike was from, what's his name? Football Head, probably, wasn't it? Although he did delete his own comments, I think, or did Liam take them off? No, message retracted, so yeah. Who knows? Maybe he blocked himself. X-Ray Zulu said, just on vegans, when we do barbecues, we offer a vegetarian choice, eat meat or fuck off. Firewall said, Richard Smith and the shitty Harvard. What? Pete said, earlier, 3 dislikes now. Weapons have I genuinely use my through night. I don't know, Firewall, was that supposed to be an insult to Richard? That's not, I don't know. Richard Smith and a shitty Harvard, I don't know. I generally use weapons and stuff, so I generally use my Archer A2 and my zoomable Chinese torch the most. I also use that one I bought from you with the red LED a lot for nighttime outdoors. Yeah, I'll tell you what I use. I use an Archer A1, which is the single AA one of what you mentioned. If I'm totally honest with you, like vegetarians, vegans, literally doesn't concern me at all in my life. I know you're all only joking anyway, but yeah, I couldn't care less. They're not hurting anyone, are they? Where am I? Mean Machine said the problem with the Cobra R9 is the bolts are very light and you can't use any different ones for it. Ah, right. Yeah, that's a shame, isn't it? He said veganism is not left wing. I used to know a vegan who was a real Nazi. Told me Hitler should have been made a saint once. I'm man Spartan said, X-Ray Zulu, fucking right, mate. So Bullfrog said, just call me Uncle Al. Bullfrog said, don't like Nazis. I'm man Spartan said, Hitler was a vegetarian, not a vegan. Ruby Wife who said, I will hunt and eat every single animal in the universe. Well, that would be a challenge, wouldn't it? Yeah, worth going for. Taste every meat going. Firewolf said, nah, more of a joke as he mentioned the poor man's halberd earlier, but was shit at expressing it. All right, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if you was you know, because thing is, you would get so many like it's sometimes hard to differentiate. I can't say it, between what people are saying. Yeah. Right, I actually use my Archer set to Firefly the most as my bedside torch. Stops me being woken up by light that way. I'll say I start to struggle to even read things after a while. I don't know if it's because I've been doing it for so long. And I don't start off like this. What the fuck am I doing around now? They're not the said wherever wife, even if they're poisonous. I both were just coughing my head off and lying in bed. You're not ill, are you, Uncle? Simon said, can vegans eat pussy or they won't eat anything that bleeds? Who knows, mate? Who knows? Bullfrog said vegans are annoying. I'm not smart, it's all just banter, mate. Firewolf, aka a nightlight. Wherever it was, yeah, I would eat and drink a lot of all those poisons. Now I know you're all joking. It's just someone might come on here and actually think you're all being serious. So you don't know, do you? Because there's no context. We know we're joking, but someone else could watch this and think, look, load of fucking bigots. You know what I mean? Not saying anyone is, but to an outsider, it could look that way. You have to sometimes be careful if you're going on about things for too long. Fireball said, okay, I'm just stupid. No, don't worry about it. When I said, Fireball missing the point entirely, I don't want to use a torch with the power of the sun when I go to the toilet and back. Yeah, you just need a little light, don't you? Yeah, that's why after time my battery's running out, so that's about right for me. Well, if you just need to see what the time is or go to the toilet or something, see where your trousers are, put them on. Bullfrog said, did you try the all wood crossbow yet? No, but I will. I definitely will one day. Bullfrog said, I'm not a bigot, end of story. Could have at least wrote, we're not bigots, end of story, Bullfrog. Now you've just implied all of the rest of us are, and you're not. No, I'm not saying anyone is. I'm not saying anyone is. But what you need to do is look at it from someone else's eyes who has no reference to what we're talking about or what we've been talking about. You know, I'm smart to time machines are real. The year is 3,456. What year would you go to, Mike? I don't know. I'd like to. It'd be interesting to travel all over in the future, though, wouldn't it? I'd love to see the future and see what it's like, see what technology they got, see whether the world's still there. Might travel forward in time, we might be in a different planet. Sometimes said Firefly is actually really good indoors, bright enough for the eyes, are adapted to the dark. You only need brighter flashlights when out in the open or in the dark. Pete said, I hate the headlamp to go over my. No, I got the headlamp to go over my Ushanka hat when it's cold and dark. You know what? I never really get into headlamps. I just can't get on with them for some reason. Yeah. Where am I? Yeah, Bullfrog said, die Bullfrog, get well soon. Yeah, get well soon, Uncle Al. Mean Machine, how much water do you drink a day? Probably 2 of them at least. But I never filled them up. I normally do them about half up. Simon said, all wood. I guess you can use bark as string. It could work. Well, I think he lets you off with that, Die Bullfrog. You can use we can use a bit of string, can't we? Or do we have to make the but I think he meant like everything else would apart from the string. We just decided nothing against vegans, but I couldn't do much training without my protein intake. Yeah. Weapons, I said my view on vegans is the same as pretty much anything. Good for them. but don't force it on anyone else. Yeah, yeah, that's how I think of things. You know, as long as you're not hurting anyone, what does it matter? I'm about to say the future is bright, the future is orange. Headlamps are good for hands-free DIY use. I prefer torching my hands for regular use. Yeah, I don't know why, I've never got into headlamps. I normally will sell them if I get them. I don't know, it's weird. Wolf said, light at the end of the tunnel is an incoming train. Mean Machine said, I'm the same. Could never be a vegan. I like to go heavy in the gym. Peter, Mike, you're at home doing a YouTube stream. Just if you forget again. Thank you, I had forgotten. Right, where am I? Bullfrog said, I tried my friend's homemade crossbow, yes, on cord and rope, yeah. It's just everything else is wood, isn't it? I think I could do that. I'm about to, could you and Matt dig a shit hit fan well for collecting water? Yeah. I don't know if we will. I don't know if that means do you want us to? But yeah, I suppose you'd have to, wouldn't you? That was the only way. Yeah, see you later, Pete. Good having you on, Callum. See you later, mate. Before you go, if you've already gone, hang on just a minute, Peach. If I change games on my Twitch streams, what would you rather me play? Because I asked, this is the Bullfrog, Peach, Liam. What would you rather me play? Grand Theft Auto 5, Resident Evil 7, or Final Fantasy 14? Personally, I probably think I'll do Resident Evil 7, no matter what anyone says, but you've got an option if you want to suggest one. I said, if I have the energy after work tomorrow, I'll stream for a bit. Yeah, good. I'll watch that then. Tom said, it's good to have a headlamp in your bug out bag, putting up a tent. Well, that's the weird thing. I have got a headlamp in my bug out bag, but I never use one in normal life. Yeah, I just thought I'd be honest with you. I probably would have picked 7 anyway, Resident Evil 7, but yeah, I don't need to have said that now. Yeah, I finished. I don't know if I told you, I finished the main missions today for Fallout 4. So I may give that a bit more exploring and then probably go on to that. Yeah, I won't be able to go online, Bullfrog, for probably at least a month or the end of this month anyway. So, yeah, a couple of weeks. I'll go back up now. Bullfrog said the Mike game, Liam. Yeah, he said he's not started it yet. Bullfrog said, okay, on Grouse Rabbits, have a small game. Yeah, we've got them around here. I said, now I'll do videos on that once I get it made. Firewall said, weapons stuff, look forward to it. Pete said, yeah. So the problem with an old wooden crossbow is it's a wooden trigger snapping with a £150 prod. Yeah. We'd have to make the prod out of wood. I don't know if you'd get £150 prod. It'd be quite a big fucking prod, wouldn't it, if you made £150 one? But you could always you don't need a heavy prod for a crossbow. You know, you could make a big wide, almost like a bow prod, couldn't you? Still a crossbow, technically. Rolf said, is Mike the best name for it, or has anyone else got a better name? Yeah, there's the name for that fucking game. I'm not about to say, Richard Smith, do you lift weights? And then Rum Stuff and Pete said Resident Evil 7. Rolf said, well, if it's GTA story, then it's shit. So Resident Evil 7, if you can't go online. Mean Machine lifting weights is my life. Ruby Wife said, are there any Calibri crossbows? I don't know, mate. What is Calibri? Like a what is it? Explain that to me and I'll tell you. When I search that, it comes up with tiny little things. There are tiny little crossbows, I know that. I see like picked. Probably already long gone. And Bullfrog said, check out Todd's channel for the build. Tom said, Resident Evil 7 is brilliant. I've not looked up any spoilers. It might make the game better. Well, I've seen spoilers for Resident Evil 7. I've even seen the end of it. Because I watched people play it on Twitch. Because I was convinced I'd never get a PlayStation 4. So I just thought, fuck it, I'll just watch it online. And it looked really good. And I've actually seen the end. But I didn't really care. They're not the kind of games where it matters if you see the end anyway. Sort of spoils it a little bit. But games, it's just a good game, isn't it? I'm a smart Mean Machine. Want to do 50k bench for most reps video challenge. Reader Smith said, no, just body weights, pull up, sit up, squats, running, punch bag. Firewolf said, geez, it's 11 o'clock. I said, it would end up as a longbow with a giant plank, lol, for £150 cost. But yeah, exactly, Liam. Yeah. It would be like that. Firewolf said, could be worse. He said, we're standing queues to do weight training. Does that count? Bullfrog said, well, that's it for tonight, folks. All right, good night, Uncle Al. Get well soon. Mean Machine said, Iron Man Spartan will do 180k bench press for most reps. Fuck me, Iron Man Spartan and Mean Machine have got a competition going. Rabu Waifu said, poopity out. Bullfrog said, night, weapon collector, night, everyone. Yeah, good night, mate. Hope you get over any illness. Women's said, a Greek Gastrophetes would be cool there, if that's how you say that. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, them old. Is that the ones you? Is that the one? You pull it against your body, don't you? And there's you seen the one where there's something to do with your feet and you do it. Yeah, that'd still be sort of technically a crossbow, wouldn't it? Firewolf said everything we've talked about in this stream: names, food, shotgun, air rifles. Oh, so he's telling us what we spoke about. So names, food, shotgun, air rifles, shit, hit fan bartering, crossbows, torches, Richard Smith's halberd. Yeah, we talk about anything in here, mate. You bring it up, we'll talk about it. I sometimes have to shut certain topics down, or when we're all getting a bit carried away. Just because I like to think about what we look like to other people. You know, I may be the only one. Simon said, what time are you staying on until 11:30, mate? So I'll still be on for another half an hour. Oh man, Spartan said, me and I cannot lift that much. I'm better at endurance, 50k. Oh, and MREs, yeah, don't forget the MREs. And the size of peaches. Yeah. Trying to show off, wasn't he? Reader Smith said the only weight contest I could win would probably be the highest poundage bow draw weight pulling contest. Bullfrog said MREs taste like crap. Try doing what I used to do. I bought some MREs for my bug out bags. I thought, I'm going to test them because I want to see what's in them. I ate the whole thing in one meal. Yeah. What's that? About 3,000 calories in one meal. Weapons I've said, imagine you could use a bulwarker. Well, them are. We've still got one in here. I remember you showing yours, didn't you? Liam. Yeah. The one I've got must be bloody 70s one or something. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Liam. All of my after doing the zombie video and doing these full length streams, all my stats are up again rather than down. Then that might just be for this month. When it gets to next month, it'll probably all be down again. But yeah, I thought I'd tell you because we spoke about it, didn't we? I must want to new Mean Machine new sub. I said, yeah, better Gastrophetes, if reconstructed, would shoot out a medieval crossbow, outshoot a medieval crossbow, having a longer bow span and draw length. I think you're right. Mean Machine's in Iron Man fun. Thumbs up. I said, yeah, mine are still down sadly, but good, yours are up. Yeah, cheers, man. I think it might just be a temporary thing. It might just be because I've had these. I haven't done a full length stream for a while, have I? So that was quite a few hours down, wasn't it? If you think about it, and comments and all that. I've been missing. I'd only been doing 2 hours at the time, or missing a whole night. So yeah, it may only be up just for this month, but yeah. I hope you'll sort themselves out. It's a shame, isn't it? Richard Smith said I've used one before, but still got some. Yeah, we actually saying that we probably chucked ours now when we got a skip, but we did have one for years. Everyone been liking the stream? Don't dislike it now that I've said that. Bullfrog said medieval crossbow. I'm going to make one eventually, but it's going to be a medieval crossbow with a modern prod though, and the draw length of a modern crossbow or power stroke, whatever you want to call it. As I've said, loads of other people have been complaining about it. Apparently, since June, more and more channels are saying subs are getting not notified of new videos. Yeah, that's why I'm constantly trying to think of ways to share videos. I share my videos on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, multiple Google Plus groups, just for the hope that I'll get some. Right, fucking pain in the ass nowadays. Yeah, I think it is everyone. I think I've just the fact that I've done a couple of full length streams and that zombie video was quite popular. That's bumped it up a little bit. It's only up. What the difference is, it was down by 50%. Now some of them are up by 1%. So yeah, but that may be just for this month. Past this month, it'll probably all be down again. Bullfrog said that water in the bottle will go in Russian. No, pure English tap water, mate. You'd know that a fucking vodka by now. So I'd barely be able to talk, or barely be able to talk more. I probably act like I'm fucking drunk sometimes where I talk. Richard Smith said you can get those exercise springs in £300 draw, 72-inch spring. Travel. Imagine a £300 crossbow with a 72-inch power stroke. Yeah. Bloody hell. Yeah, I dread to think how powerful that'd be when you think about it. Mean Machines, and how many reps can you do with 60k? About 100. Joking. Fuck no, I do you. I'll be able to lift that nowadays. I don't know. I ain't done anything like that for years. Bullfrog said tap water. Spring water, that. Yeah, but I'm not bloody paying for fucking spring water, mate. Bottled spring water. Mean Machine said, see you again. Good chatting. See you later, mate. It was good having you on. Let me know how you get on with your competition with Iron Man Spartan. I would rather have some kind of filtered water, but I can't afford anything like that. But I may look into getting one of those Brita filter things one day. But I would prefer it. You don't know what you're putting in your body, because they do reckon there's stuff in this water that they can't get out. But then saying that, if they can't get it out, filtering it through a Brita thing probably won't get it out either. But it'd be worth doing your own second filtering. Then not easy. Spring water probably comes from the Stone Age pissing ground. Probably does, doesn't it? Weapons and stuff. So I was just reading up on medieval crossbow power and efficiency. Apparently, Todd tested a £450 medieval crossbow, medieval longbow on shore of the draw, and a modern under £75 compound crossbow. The longbow had twice the energy of the £450 crossbow, and the compound crossbow had triple the energy of the longbow. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Big difference. Right, I'm going to go to the toilet. I'm going to take my time this time because I keep rushing it. So I won't be a minute. Probably still will. Weapons and stuff said, I think medieval crossbows look cool, but most were very bad for energy output and it was wasted on heat. So anyone watch Tank Museum's Tank Chats? There was David Fletcher on the crocodile poster today. No. Which I don't know what most of that is. We just said my £145 recurve shoots a 1,100 grain arrow around 200 feet per second, so about 100 foot-pound of kinetic energy. Rawful said, I've recently swapped my old grey posh tea on PG tips following Liam's tea making video. And after 15 tries, I made the most perfect cup of tea in the world. It was an amazing moment. Good for you, mate. I'll give you a clap for that. Right, Marcus, we're only going to be on for another 20 minutes. But yeah, good to see you on, mate. Also, just gave them a sub. Been to the museum once. It was fantastic. Oh, crocodile's the flame for a Churchill tank. Oh, right. Yeah, that's what it didn't. Yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's good. Oh, that's Martin said off now, Mike. Great thing then. Good to have you on, mate. See you later. Hang on before you go. Oh no, I ain't got it written down. Leonidas. See you later, mate. I know Leonidas said he was the king of the Spartans, wasn't he? Or the leader of the Spartans, if he was the king or not. I've seen 300 and the 300 Spartans and read about them. Marcus said Tank Museum at Bovington. What was I saying? Both the Sherman and Churchill crocodile tank, and both were flamethrowers. All right. And he said the museum is quite near me. I've been loads of times. Good, isn't it? Wolfgang said, I reckon about 70% of those who watched that tea making tutorial fucked up. I reckon they did, mate. I reckon they did. Bob said 444. You'll need 4 minutes without air for 4 days without food. Oh, yeah. 4 minutes without air, 4 days without food, 4 weeks. No, it's the wrong way around, isn't it? It's 4 days without water, 4 weeks without food. But yeah, you know what you're about. Obviously, flamethrower tanks are interesting because of just how far they can shoot the fire. Good Nuts, he said, yeah, they are. Horribly nasty weapons, though. Good Nuts, he said, I'm not surprised people surrendered as soon as they came along. Marcus said to weapons and stuff, flamethrowers are frightening weapons, all right? Weapons officer, look up big wind tank. I will. No, I've never seen that before. Very interesting. I'll have to have a proper look at that later. Looks like something out of a computer game, they've done it. Bullfrog said, recollect how many, how to make black coffee and how to the toilet all in under 1 minute. Yeah, definitely. I can tell you right now. Turn the kettle on, get your cup, put it down, coffee in, tea in, go to the toilet, piss as quick as you can, come back. Under 1 minute. There's side effects to that there. Pissing too quickly. Can't get painful bollocks if you do it too often. Did I? Fuck's sake, tea. Well, yeah, I did it wrong then. Richard Smith said, I like the Zulu films. The numbers of British was outnumbered by and still won after losing 1,000 men the day before. Must be terrifying. Yeah, I love things like that. It's very interesting, isn't it, Rich? I want that one of the most Victoria Crosses in one event as well, won it or something, in one day or something. Also, for the coffee thing, I said tea in, did I, Liam? Fuck's sake. Crystal said the Italians had the best tank, 1 forward gear and 15 reverse gears. Marcus said supposedly flamethrowers were meant to burn up oxygen, suffocate people, not necessarily burn them to death. Yeah, right. Yeah, because it's always going to burn them, isn't it, no matter what. Wolfhawk said, yeah. That was about as detailed as Jack's review of his dog. 4 legs, tail, and a head. I noticed poor old Nelly don't like his bloody music, does she? Weapons officer said there was a later Zulu battle which involved Gatling guns and cannons, but no film made of that one. Weapons officer, you said put the coffee in and add the tea rather than the water. Oh, fuck's sake. Well, I fucked it up. Couldn't even make a cup of tea. Coffee. I've done it again. I was back to the Zulu again very recently. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, reading about I like to read about Zulu, you know, the Battle of Rorke's Drift in it, that was called. Yeah, very, very interesting. All that stuff is. I read a lot of stuff about Victoria Cross stuff as well, because that's very interesting. It would be coffee tea, yeah. Yeah, just reading anything about any Victoria Cross stuff's interesting because of how hard it is to get one. You've pretty much got to do something almost suicidal, haven't you? Or nearly be killed doing it to get a Victoria Cross. Yeah. Or die doing it, in fact, saying that, yeah. Victoria Cross stuff usually involves suicidal stuff where you near enough guaranteed get killed, and usually saving other people's lives or stuff like that. Bullfrog said maybe you should join his band. You're a fan of his musical art. I reckon you could make the chart. My problem is, Bullfrog, I'm totally non-musically inclined, so I might be able to be like a bit of a Bez or something, stand there with a fucking tambourine, but that's about it. Have I got to wear a mask though? I've got a balaclava if I have to. There is it. If I got a B and Jack band, I'll have to wear this. How many times have I been on a fucking a live stream wearing a balaclava? Quite a few times now, I think. I must hide this from myself so I don't get it up. Yeah, I'll have to dress like this. Once there was another battle somewhere where they defended a fort against the insurmountable odds. I think that was after World War II somewhere. Yeah, as good as there's a good SAS one as well. I'm not going to sit like that for too long. That looks fucking terrible. Well, saying that's no different than anyone else who wears a mask, is it? They're not easy. I hope everyone talking about food earlier was happy now. I've just had to get myself a bowl of cereal. Yeah, don't you start. I was just watching I've been down in all that water, hoping that I don't need to eat. It just missed. I like when a soldier asked why us, and the soldier replied, "Because we're here." Great words for why bad things happen to you to remember. Yeah, I like that. That's good. True, don't it? Yeah. Why us? Yeah, because we're here. Yeah. So that's as simple as it is, isn't it? Really. Bad things happen. That's it. Not a lot you can do about it, apart from yeah, Mark's back to Monte Cassino. They're not Z said, don't be quiet, sir. There's a good gentleman. Will upset the lads. I do be quiet, sir. This one may have been the SAS. I think there were training locals and they got attacked by the other side, outnumbered 21. That is it, yeah. I used to know the name for that. The Battle of Meerbat. That's what that's called, Liam. Yeah. No one else wrote it down. Yeah, the Battle of Meerbat, that's called. And one of them got shot in the face and was manning a 6-man great big gun by himself. Sergeant Tallahassee, I think his name was. Yeah, the Battle of Meerbat, I think that's called, Liam. All from here, do everything he says, you'll be fine. Mars needs to be more crazy and deranged. That balaclava is too generic. This is what it's called, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I've read about that multiple times and watched documentaries on it. Really interesting and quite amazing, really, yeah. Because they reckon some of them should have Victoria Crosses, really, but because it was SAS, they don't tend to get them. Yeah. Jump Sabu saying, seeing you in a marsh reminds me of Django Unchained with the men on the horse scene. Cracks me up. Marsh Bradley said, just get on with it, Mike, and ask questions later. Yeah, but the Battle of Meerbat are very, very interesting. I love all that kind of stuff, Liam. Plus, I've got quite a fascination with the SAS. So I've read a lot of SAS stuff. Yeah, the Battle of Meerbat, that was a good one, that. Like that was a yeah, like you said, 21, you know, last stand sort of thing. Almost sort of like a modern day sort of 300 situation, or the modern day Battle of Rocks Drift situation, wasn't it? Yeah. What was it? Add a top hat over the balaclava, and you'll look like an unhinged bipolar GTA character. You know what? I've got a where's that fucking hat? I did have sort of trilby somewhere. I don't know where it is. I've got that black cat down there. What that would look like. Bob said, sorry, must go. Thanks for tonight. Get a star. Cheers for joining in, mate. I'll check your message later. Yeah. See you later, mate. Cheers for being on. There was a battle like that in Soviet-Afghan War. I'll see if I can find the name. That wasn't the one at the prison, was it? There was an SAS thing at a prison. There was where all of the was it the prison one, Liam? Let me have a look. But I know about that one, yeah. Have a look. Oh no, 1988. Oh no, no, I didn't know that. There was a good one in one of the fucking you know, the one of the latest Afghan, you know, Iraq wars, where all the prisoners took over bloody took over the prison, managed to get guns inside the prison. But there was pictures of you could tell the bloke was English bloke wearing not quite perfect English sort of camo uniform, whatever. Great was shooting an M60 like that on his hip into this fucking prison because they was on a big hill. He must have been SAS or something. He may have been SBS, but yeah. Mr. Smith, I remember one of the last quotes from someone was they couldn't hit an elephant at this distance right before he got shot in the face. Yeah, because some of the zoos did have guns, didn't they? Marcus was saying, see you later to Robbie. Mums said, just be aware some films made of it massively up the Soviet casualties to make it more dramatic. Yeah, that's the thing with films. You can't always yeah, that what I was saying was real footage, wasn't it? Marcus. Yeah, that was actual real footage. Yeah. Yeah, because no, I don't think they ever made a film of that. Then he said the Battle of Beer Hakem is an interesting one as well. It was the Foreign Legion. All right, yeah. Norfolk said, could you make it in the SAS, Mike, or the Sea Cadets? If not, definitely not Sea Cadets, because I can't swim and I've got perforated eardrum. SAS, no, definitely not. No way fit enough for that. And I'm not even going to pretend as a joke I am. Maybe if I lost a bit of weight and got a bit fitter, I could, yeah. But nah, no chance. Weapon Stuff said to Richard, that was a Union general shot by a Confederate sniper using a British Whitworth rifle, one of the most accurate guns ever made, ever, including modern rifles. Marcus said, yeah, the mutiny in Afghan prison, Mike. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I was just trying to remember if there was an actual name for it. There might have been a name for it. You know, like the Battle of Meerbat, there may have been a name for that. Ed Not, he said, I knew a fellow who worked for the SS. So, social security, that is. Yeah, just as bad, isn't it? Wolfhog said, what about the Scouts? No chance, mate. Don't join in the Scouts. I ain't getting fiddled. You can join the Bloody Scouts if you want, but I'm not. Richard Smith says, speaking of films, a Spartan Spear from 300 would be a good project to build. Yeah, I think so. When I've said Britain rejected the Whitworth rifle because it cost too much per rifle and the caliber was in well, too small despite being the best musket ever made in a sense. Like I said, they found the American guy who was fighting for the other side. All right. Wolfhog, there was always the drunk bastard down the pub who claims to be the ex-SAS or MI5. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It always is, isn't there? Right, I'm going to have to go off in a minute. Don't all forget to like before you leave. Stinking fucking headache now. Oh, in the prison, yeah. Just looking through my top trumps. Weapons I've said reminds me of Bottom with Rick being in the Falklands, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one, Bull. I like that. Yeah, like it. All right, I appreciate you all watching. I will. I'm going to do a random stream in the week sometime. see if I can stream in my shed with this. So look out for that sometime in the day, and then I'll just be back to normal. Normal vids, normal streams, whatever. Yeah. All right. So cheers everyone for watching. See you later, Marcus, Z.Z, Bullfrog, Richard, Liam. Who else is on? I'll have a look at participants and I'll tell you all who's in here. Bullfrog, Marcus, Richard, Liam, and Z.Z. All right. See you all later. Cheers for watching. All right, Liam, if you're on tomorrow, I'll definitely join. You know what time? Your normal time, about 8-ish, whatever. I'll just give you a chance to reply if you want. I know you don't always know the time, do you? See you later, Simon. Right, just gonna see it. I'll actually go to participants if he's still on. See you later, Jumble Sabu. Riggs, see you later, mate. All right. I don't matter anyway. All right, see you later.